Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is a terrific Tuesday. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. And we are back at it again for WWE NXT tonight, a stacked night ahead. Lots of fun stuff. The go home show for Vengeance Day. It's going to be a good one, folks. Make sure you get in that chat, hit like, hit subscribe, become a member, join us for life. But we're going to get into all that fun stuff, plus the wrestling news, plus the rumors, and we'll probably argue a little bit along the way. But grab your snacks, grab your feel good, put a smile on your face. Do not go anywhere. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are alive and well and back, ready to go, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anyone else out there. We are your alternative commentary to all the wrestling, and we got more content coming your way, including NXT Vengeance Day this weekend. It's going to be a fun one, folks. But before we get there, we got to get into tonight. Lots on the docket, lots of intrigue. We got the Jennies from the block both going at it. We got the Dusty Rhodes Classic continuing, plus a face-to-face between Twirik and Ilya and so much more. But I will remind you, I am every night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Don Cortagina, I guess, or Big Nick here, dead in the middle of little. But so are you Team Elektra Lopez? I feel like I know the answer here, but are you Team Elektra Lopez? Or are you Team Vice City here?
You know what? I'm all Lopez, but I think Vice has got this one as a farewell goodbye to Elektra.
Yeah.
But yeah, my heart is with Lopez. I'm like Ben Affleck. She'll always have my heart.
You're right. Don't be fooled by the losses that I got. I'm still Elektra from the block.
Right. So we see people blowing up this chat already. We'll remind everybody, if you haven't hit like yet, please do so. The channel is cooking. We are growing by the minute. We are about to have yet another record-breaking month, the best month in the history of this channel. And we are heading towards our second birthday at the beginning of March. So lots happening here. The growth continues. We appreciate the wrestling community out there that tunes into all of our content. We thank you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, Nick. Lots of intrigue going into this one for sure.
Absolutely. Shout out one. Monday was funny as hell. That's why we love the show. 100% unscripted. Absolutely.
Some say they are, but we don't have a notepad. We don't have a producer.
We don't have no formats, no Google Docs, no none of
that. None of the above.
Right. But, well, even you've got it right there beneath us. We've got the other semifinal of the Dusty Rhodes Classic there. You've got Carmelo and Trick taking on LWO there, Joaquin, Wilde, and Cruz del Toro.
No, don't worry. Poor Cruz. I'm always like, what is his name?
Yeah, we got there. But so who do you have winning this match? Could we see double duty for Trick Williams on Vengeance Day? Because this is the go home show, by the way, for Vengeance Day.
Yeah. Very tricky to call this one because I don't know if the fallout between Trick and Melo happens tonight leading into Vengeance Day, or do they set up that double duty? Like they make the finals against Braun Breaker and Corbin. That's right. If you haven't been following along, Braun Breaker and Corbin are a team and they're in the finals. Does Trick go into that match? Some, tomfoolery happens early in the show, open the show maybe, and then it bleeds into the main event. It's a tough one to call. I'm kind of leaning towards Carmelo and Trick to take this one.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards tomfoolery here. I think that's the way we probably go here. I'm wondering, and you've even said it, we're all wondering more when, not if, Carmelo turns on Trick and we get that kind of fallout between the two. Do we get it here? Do we get it at Vengeance Day? Do we get it during the main event of Vengeance Day?
Yeah.
When does it happen? When does that shoe drop?
Yeah, I think between tonight and, I think tonight they start really, the seeds that they've planted will start sprouting a little bit. They've done a really good job telling this story. The only mistake I think they made in the process was the little inclusion of Lexis King for some reason. But other than that, you can argue or debate that part of it. But I thought they've done a really good job telling this story. Is Mello up to no good? But you see the camera work showing Mello unhappy, the faces, the little hints that it's a brewing, the storm is a coming, and they are getting closer and closer to this fallout. Especially with Carmelo seeming to be destined for SmackDown sooner than later. Yeah, I really do think that between now and Vengeance Day, we are going to somehow get to the breakup of this duo.
I would assume so. Like you even mentioned the whole Lexis King thing. I think that's when we all really kind of thought that's when they would have pulled the trigger with it here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely thought that more would come out than Lexis just said, "Oh, I took advantage of the situation and got myself a pay-per-view match. Thank you." Like, it was a bit tricky, but nonetheless, it still leaves it up in the air of how much has Carmelo been pulling strings in the back. He's clearly not happy with the idea that Trick's getting a title shot. Clearly, there's that underlying jealousy of, wait a minute, I was him. Who do you think you are?
Right. Well, speaking of who we think they are, let's talk to the people.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Damian, always an early bird, but looking forward to the face-to-face between Ilya and Trick. Now, keep in mind, at one point, Carmelo blamed Ilya for the attacks on Trick, that it was Ilya all along. So the face-to-face tonight should be interesting.
Yeah, are we going to get a replay video package here showing that it wasn't him? Or are we going to have Carmelo exposed? Because first, like you said, first it was Lexis King that attacked him. Now it's Ilya's fault. How many times is Trick or Carmelo going to keep showing up in the same instances?
We get that pixelated video that finally comes clear.
Frame by frame, and they got to, superimpose.
It was you, Hunter. It was you all along.
I did it for the Trick. I did it for the whip guys.
I did it for the Trick. Pause on that. But let's go, Baby Man Gaming. Good to see you. Damien's also looking forward to the Jenny match, which I'm looking forward to as well. Damien looking forward to other stuff. He's even looking forward to tomorrow, which, I mean, we'll talk about this later. What a weird match has been added. I feel like Jeff Hardy's on the jobber tour of AEW. And
no, it's just he's playing... Now TK is just playing WWE games from like a couple years ago now, because that's half his fucking roster now.
Right? You got the players on random.
Right? Yeah, universe mode just on shuffle.
Right. But Richard Martinez, welcome back. Ronnie gave us a like. Thank you. A-Town, good to see you. Trey, welcome. Eric Tate, don't forget Eric. Juan Jackson, we got you. Trey's taking LWO. MDB, it's always a pleasure, sir. Welcome back for life. I love it. Richard can't wait for me to put that Friday stream up. Every chance he gets, he says, "Hey, there's a stream on Friday." We know, Richard. We cover them all.
He just tells us what the next day stream is. Me. Like we don't know for some reason.
Right? He's like my personal assistant, just like, great job getting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up. What about Friday?
Whoa, wait now. We don't need to start bringing in personal assistants and everything here, because we might not have the funding that certain people.
I was gonna say I'm a poor. I'm not in that situation at all.
I use the toilet, sir.
A-Town, good to see you. Arthur, welcome. I got the Lowo 2 winning the Dusty. So Lowo not only winning tonight, but could they win tonight and go on to beat Braun Breaker and Corbin?
That gets interesting, because you have Braun, who showed up in the Rumble, and he's very much trying to make his claim of, I'm going to the main roster, I'm going to Disney World, and Sean's like, nope, you got plenty of things to do down here. So
you got stuff
to do. We'll see.
We ain't done with you yet. Maybe they bring up Braun and Corbin as a tag team. Richard, so for Vengeance Day has one women's match. I'm sure there will be another, but who? I don't know if the full card has been kind of announced or pulled out of Vengeance Day yet. We know we're getting Trick and Ilya. We know we're getting the finals of the Dusty Classic.
Yes. Lyra versus Roxanne Perez. Oba Femi versus Dragon Lee. We're getting 6-man tag of the family versus OTM here.
Okay. Mixed match as Rizzo and
Jada
and
Parker.
yeah, have been added to this situation. So very interesting with that one. Ice Cream Bar Tuesday. Let's go, J Boy. Trey, Greg, good to see you. Cool Gamer, good to see you.
I
What's up,
think it'll
Gap?
be about 4 to 6 months before we get ice cream bars now, though.
Hold on tight. We're working on them. We're working on them. If we can stamp our
Well,
logo
I was
to just
talking about Punk being injured. That's all. I was
yeah,
saying.
well, that's also true. How's it going, KJ? Welcome back. Welcome back. Arthur Thompson. I like Ava Rain as the new and youngest general manager. No, no.
She showed her belly button.
Her and her
She
belly
doesn't dress
button.
professional. I dare have a woman snap me.
She couldn't manage a target.
No, she looks like the manager of a Target. I think that's what makes you upset.
I mean, again, I'm willing to give her a chance. She's not the
No,
most.
you're not.
No, not at all. She's not the most charismatic lady that we've had. She's still very young. You think when Rock first started his career, he didn't just start as the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. He started out with a fanny pack and a flat top. Like
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, I guess. But listen, I just want my general manager of any of these shows. You know, if Pierce shows up in a crop top, I'm gonna have an issue.
Well, that goes without saying a little bit here. I feel like she looks like she doesn't belong. Like when she was there with Aldis and they're picking the Rumble numbers and everything. That's where I think you could say very much she didn't belong. I think, though, your whole stance initially was on how she looks and how she comes across. I think it's on how she's been presented. It's not believable in that role.
That's my issue. Is again, and it's not specific to the crop top that I keep cracking jokes about. But at the end of the day, for me, like you're going to be like, give me that Sonya Deville vibe, right? Give me that like button up and then look professional, look like you came to do a job.
Again, we're getting down to looks. Look professional.
Yeah,
Act like you've been there before. Look like you got something.
Yeah, exactly. As I chuckle at my own bullshit. Richard, good to see you. Dale and OG, love seeing you in the chat, sir. Hope you are doing well. Boston Productions. I always hesitate. Like, is this a new?
I was like, is this Boston Gamer? Or like, well, no, he's right above there. So there we go. I see now both. So again, we're getting too many people with the same name somehow showing up here.
Thank God for nicknames. But Corey Williams is back with us. Arthur's taking a lot of people are taking Lola tonight, so very interesting.
Well, like I think it comes down to the whole when do we get the dissension between Trick and Carmelo versus if we get the dissension.
Yeah, no, it's a tick, tick, tick on this one. Like it's
right.
The time bomb is coming. It's what's in the box. We're about to get that moment. So again, a very good storytelling along this process. I know some people, don't really pay attention to NXT as much as I think they should. But at the end of the day, I think they've done a really good job. They have some, Ava Rain, childish, kind of goofy stuff. We've got past the bar rescue ship. But
specifically mention her.
Well, and when, metaphors a bit wonky, but there's a nice mix. There's really solid wrestling. The matches are generally always good. So we'll see. I like this. But Ronnie asking, Kansas City or 49ers. Everyone knows who I'm taking this weekend. Or next weekend.
I'm still up in the air of like, do I do?
Who do you legitimately
one of those that you beat my team? So I guess, well, at least we can say we lost to the champions versus even the champions lost here type of deal.
Nick, I have now on my screen, so let me know when you catch up to me.
I have good old Richard Wolf, which
there you go,
folks. The deals start, we'll be done with that.
We are going to get to the rest of this chat, but the show is kicking off, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at now. Nick and
I have now.
There you go. So you know where we're at with our stream, or at least what we're watching while we do this. But folks, as I remind you, get in that chat. We got 2+ hours of wrestling coverage to go. It's going to be a fun one here tonight for NXT. And once again, it is a go-home show. So we'll see how they set up this pay-per-view as we're kicking off with a replay of the situation between Roxy and the bird lady.
Lyra Valkyria. Does this pay-per-view though feel like it's kind of been, I don't even want to say slept on, more forgotten? Like, if you hadn't mentioned that this is coming up this weekend, I would have forgot it was happening.
I don't think it's been slept on as much as it's a secondary, BC level pay-per-view. So it doesn't have the hype.
What's an A, B level NXT?
Well, like you have your
pay-per-view?
stand and delivers, you have your Great American Bashes, I think they make a bigger deal of them. This is kind of like with everything going on. We just came out of Rumble. We got this random Sunday night pay-per-view. So, maybe not the most called out show going.
Fair enough.
Dun dun dun. What's up, Boston Gamer? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
Is it just me weird to me how like these two women just on a dime just turned on each other? Like seem like the best of friends, and then literally you have like one little mishap and they're like, fuck you.
Well, that's what happens. That gold's on the line. Roxy qualifies. Oh, by the way, we're getting the Chase U Fresh Prince moment.
Closing time. How come you don't want me, man?
Oh, dude. That's awesome. Bama Beard, good to see you. Alexis is back with us. Keyshawn's in the house. Who else we got? We got lots. It keeps going. Easy Big. What's up?
What up? Well, we got TJ Hook. We got James up here with the what's up. I was up here with the Thomas.
But yeah, lots.
Sorry.
Does Chase U return in some fashion? Yeah, I don't think Chase U's done yet. I think there's more to this Chase U story, oddly enough.
I think there has to be, because Andre Chase, I don't think, is on the roster without Chase U, respectfully.
Well, do they not at some point have to kind of explain to us, like, how did, like, I mean, they gave us the hokey reason and shit, but like, who was behind it? Was there more to it? Or does, like, next week we show up and Chase is like in leather and like he's Danny Zuko all of a sudden? I'm like, tell me more.
Tell me more.
Like, what happens as we get Trick Mello coming out to the ring to open the show tonight?
Right.
Whew.
So who you got, folks? Whether you're taking Carmelo and Trick or you're taking the LWO. As we're even getting to whoop that Trick chain over Carmelo's music here.
That's it. That's this story right here. And it organically happened, which made it really good, is the fact that, no one's taken anything away from Mello, but Trick went from being his sidekick to the guy, I think. I mean, he stands out in just about every aspect. I mean, Carmelo versus Trick one-on-one is going to be extremely, extremely exciting.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering of like how much has this almost leapfrogged and pushed down Carmelo, because like you kind of hinted at there, Carmelo initially was the guy. He was the one everyone was excited to see move up, and now we're like, but that Trick guy is pretty cool too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And here's the low. The winner will go on.
Bounty Hunter Brian Keith there wants his hat back.
Damian Heater, I'm looking forward that they're talking to each other. I still contend that Trick will turn on Carmelo. Keep your friends close and your enemies right by your side. Mello looks like more sympathetic babyface to me. I don't know. See, this is where I disagree with Corey on this one. Is I feel like Carmelo's coming off like the jealous guy, the one that is holding on to his spot tight. And he sees his friends start to overachieve. Hey, now you're supposed to be my second, not the other way around. How dare you?
Yeah, all those scowls after every match and every interaction between them really makes him look like the baby face when he's out there just, the fuck you think you doing? That's really putting him over as a babyface. 100% Carmelo's the heel here. He's going to turn and go back to being, no, I'm the guy. You weren't supposed to be the guy.
Ding, ding, let's go. I already caught that. That was a nice takedown by Joaquin.
Yes. Not Phoenix.
The Joker. Let's go. Chair's back in the house. Good to see you, Chair. And I'm not sure if I caught you yet. Smile Mark. I think that's a new Avi, so I almost missed you. Lyra will retain. Well, we'll be here live to figure it out. We'll put that prediction title back on the line for it.
Right. Lady B saying, hi, all. Smash that like button. Juan taking Trick Mello. Boston taking Trick Mello. Dale's taking Trick and Mello. Seems like everybody's kind of taking Trick and Mello.
I'm torn. This one's tough.
Oh,
Nick got
like
that swag tonight, right?
Wow.
It's
you gotta act like you got something in your pockets, Playboy.
All right, it's Nicky. It's Nicky.
Like I said, Don Cortegina.
Pardon?
If you listen to Fat Joe, you'll get it.
I thought it was funny. It sounds ridiculous. Lean back. All right, we're kicking it off. We're not wasting any time. Whoa, flying.
Moonsault for a 2 count.
I was saying Trick is greater than Mello. I'm with you. I kind of feel that way.
He's at least surpassed my field currently.
Yeah. I think Trick's got a lot of upside, man. I really do think this kid's got a real bright future. Not that Carmelo doesn't. It's just, it starts to feel like Trick's the Shawn Michaels of the group.
He has everything Carmelo has, just also with size.
Yeah. Fair. Absolutely. And I saw someone the other day breaking down like the whoop the Trick, and he's like, criticizing Trick for the, your chant doesn't make sense. Are you saying like whoop you because you're Trick? I was like, come on, guys. Come on. Trick has the tool set and the toolbox to be a star.
Or Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Right. Nice. Nick, who looks more like Big K, you or KJ?
He's a battle rapper.
Yeah.
I'm saying you.
I'll take that.
If you had a gray was a little darker, 100%.
There you go. It's lightly blonde for the record. Smash that like button. Listen to Lady B. Welcome back, Lady B, and everybody who's watching us right now. If you haven't done what Lady B said so, we will personally send Lady B to your house to punch you in the kneecap.
I don't know. It's a dog avatar, so I don't know if they could punch you. At least bite you in the kneecap. They'd be like Dan Campbell out there biting kneecaps.
Wow. Lola making a claim here, Nick. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Commercial break.
Yeah, I like this. Nick has more metal around his neck than Hercules. You mean Hercules?
Hercules.
Yeah.
My man's, but we are in a first commercial break tonight, folks. It is rolling along. I will say it again. Get in that chat. Let us know what's up. We are back tomorrow. Dynamite should be a fun one tomorrow night. Of course, Impact on Thursday, and I can call it Impact because they did. But and then Friday week, of course, we got the doubleheader, Saturday Collision, Sunday Vengeance Day. So much coming your way.
Absolutely. Capone saying Trick Mello gang lose at Vengeance. Mello cost Trick the title, and they feud on SmackDown.
I like all of that. That works for sure. I was just wondering if their demise would happen tonight, and Lowo goes on to face Braun and Corbin.
Could that happen and it still not be the ultimate blow off? That it's still just it's that next little thing that kind of causes that bit of dissension. Like you had Trick show up on SmackDown and kind of save Carmelo, and then you had him giving them the side eye. Now, if they lose tonight by miscommunication, whatever, and we're getting a little bit more tense between the two.
Yeah, but I think that title match will be kind of that's got to be the Band-Aid moment, right? That's got to be the moment that the Band-Aid comes right off. Like,
oh, that's the payoff moment. Yeah,
it's got to be. It's got to be the moment of like Ilya could retain his title thanks to Carmelo, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think that we exactly need like this moment with this match to be the payoff for Lowo to advance. Like Lowo could still advance, and it's not the end all. We still get that title match is the payoff.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I do think that Lowo could definitely, again, could there be miscommunication? So it just even more like, oh man, we fucked up, but we're still friends, right?
Yeah, it's that shit. We just had him, and it's like, yeah, well, if we
Mhm.
kind of didn't do this, we would have had him. That kind of just that
Yeah.
little, yeah, we're cool, but I kind of want to punch you in the face.
You're right. Are you interested in Ridge Holland versus Lexus King? Whew. Not really.
Yeah, no.
Not really. Maybe not as much as we should be or as much as they've made me be. But yeah, no, it hasn't been lukewarm, lukewarm.
I don't get the full connect as to why that needs to be a match. I guess like I get it. They've got to do something, and you've got Ridge on his little comeback tour and everything. But yeah, that's the problem. Is some of these stories in NXT need some time to really develop and really
Percolate.
yeah, marinate. We haven't been keeping everything on the back burner here. We've kind of sizzled and sauteed what we had up here, but we haven't been cooking anything too much on the back burners.
Right. And Chair pointing out what we've said, like, I mean, again, he's kind of surprised us because he went from like the quiet background guy, like the Diesel, to Shawn Michaels. And then they started giving him a microphone. He's got charisma, he's got an attitude, he can talk, he can go in the ring. Like this man is definitely his development has been very quick, a lot quicker than I think a lot of us assumed it would be.
Yes and no. Yeah, I'll give you that. Because he was the guy that like couldn't climb the ladder and even had the little mini ladder because he's sitting there shaking of even have to take a step above that. And then now he's out here, like we said earlier, of he's everything that we like and we want in Carmelo, but he has that height and that size that can go with guys on the main roster very clearly.
Mm-hmm. John pointing out, welcome, John. Good to see you. Mellow moves a lot more crisp and clean than Trick. Now, that's a fair argument.
Fair enough.
Though
fair enough.
that's coming closer and closer together with each passing week, I think.
Well, and you have to still Trick's a guy that went from football to this. He's only got a couple years in like a year or so in the PC. Carmelo, I don't know, but I believe he's kind of been one of those guys that wanted to be a pro wrestler.
Right. We're getting a "This is awesome" chant for those who are not seeing what we're seeing. As we get the hot tag, huge kick. Looking like the man doing commentary here.
I was say, yeah. Man's with all the scissor kicks. Coming in like a house of fire is Trick.
Down, big slam. The crowd loves him. I'm really interested in Deonna. I can't wait. I mean, just the fact that they're using Taya Valkyrie and two people that are very familiar with each other from their days in TNA and elsewhere. This should be a great match if Tony Khan lets him cook. I'm looking forward to it. I am.
Right? Kind of a double rock bottom-ish there from Trick.
Right. I like this from Keyshawn.
Tom and Nick Mysterio should be in the tournament. There you go. There you
go. They should be in the Dusty Classic.
Right.
Oh.
Is it interesting, though, that people wanted that whoop now just kind of want that whoop, that Trick pop? Like they wanted it on SmackDown. People wanted it even to happen at the Rumble just to have that moment.
Yep. And again, it's one of those things. It works, right? It's, it's like it's like, any other audience participation. And I argued there was a long time where there wasn't a whole lot of audience participation in wrestling. The more they bring it back, the better it is for the audience. The more people want to buy tickets just to participate. Wow. Mello taking the super kick in the trio. Whoa.
And so just on a side note, while you were talking, I really like even what Carmelo did there. He was actually selling being in that spot of like trying to grab at the top turnbuckle to pull himself out, trying to grab here, trying to like flailing.
Damn. Double coast to coast.
Oh.
What a match.
2. Trick breaks it up.
What's up, Fief? I'm going Lowo.
I'll tell you, whoop that Trick.
There you go.
Yeah, I really like Carmelo actually selling being into that spot of flailing around, trying to grab at something, trying to get out of there versus half the time it's very clearly you're assisting your opponent into that.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oops. No, I like
Oh,
when
let me just happen to just do like a half a here.
Oh, what a spot! The neck breaker into the catapult into the flatliner.
Everybody down. Everybody down.
Paul Carpenter. I can't wait to miss AEW tomorrow night too. Paul, come join us. We'll talk about it. We will. You might miss the wrestling. The wrestling might suck, but we never do.
Wait. Oh, excuse me. You can watch us, but you just don't have to watch the show. Sorry, I yawned at the wrong time.
It happens. You yawning during this match, my friend.
I'm not yawning during this match. I'm not yawning because of the match. I'm yawning because it's been a long day.
That's it. Oh, wow.
Oh, he saved the shit out of that, dude, Cruz.
Jackie Chan that.
Oh, big trouble in little NXT.
Del Toro. Oh, no one home.
Oh, nobody home.
Goldbreaker. Oh, they're going at such a pace, and now they're blown out a little. It's getting a little sloppy in the last few minutes here, but I don't give a fuck.
You're trying to rush through stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh!
Springboard. Eats some knees.
Codebreaker.
Then this crowd instantly.
That trick.
The high knee. I wish you'd pick a different finisher.
Yeah, the jumping knees are a little weird, but Trick with the 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Trick Mello going on to the final. And based on the fan reaction, you wouldn't even know Carmelo was in this match.
Absolutely. It was just like, so when's he going to tag in Trick?
Right.
Yeah, especially Boston, especially in Indies out here for a pimp named Slipback.
There you go. Everyone keeps talking about RVD versus Swerve, but I have not yet seen this confirmed.
Not quite, not quite.
But again, I don't know if RVD, to me, if Adam Page has to fight, Big O Teo, and RVD has, like, Swerve's getting off easy, in my humble opinion.
I mean, I don't know. You have RVD, former legend, former world champion, all of that. I mean, granted, we kind of know at this point he's not the RVD we know and love, but still.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oba.
Oh, Femi just showing up and beating the sugar honey iced tea out of the Lowo here. Oh, because you got to call out Dragon Lee. Layers.
It's interesting that they got Oba. Like, they're really pushing his heel, right? Like, definitely positioning him as, the bad guy.
Yeah, but you're having to have 3 guys beat up on him because you're showing him as just this grown man fighting amongst children. He's out here dominating 3 people right now. But with him just coming out here wrestling in fucking boots and jeans, I need him and Big Bill as a tag team right now.
Right? He's giving me JTG vibes.
Well, he could use a JTG.
Right?
We're bringing it.
Oh, our buddy Scott back in the chat, another super chat. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate your continued support of the channel. Can I come on stream and tell an amazing thing that happened to me on the cruise? Yeah. When do you want to do that? Yeah, we can probably work that out. A little story time with Scott. Who'd you hook up with? Let us know. I'm just kidding.
Whoa, no. NDAs. So we have a gift basket from Lexus King to Ava Raid. So see, now she's wearing a winter jacket over a tube top. How do you feel, sir? Would you let your daughter go out wearing that, sir?
No. Keep your belly button covered. What the fuck are you doing?
Pull your shirt down.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to take her serious.
King's out here looking like fucking
looking like a fucking hallway carpet from Snoop Dogg's house.
Well, yeah. But what a Captain Jack out here, or Captain Ron. That's what he's out here looking like with the bleach blonde hair and the shitty fucking sprayed on beard and all that.
it looks like they're toning his beard down a little and giving him a little more of a little
5
more of
o'clock
a,
shadow.
yeah, a little bit. Like, listen, it's a little too aggressive with like the Hollywood Hogan black in your face.
I'd almost take that versus it looking like he just is waking up from a hangover.
Yeah, I just want to try. I really want to take Ava serious as the GM of the show. It's hard when she looks like she's 18 years old. It's just
Fair.
tricky.
But we do have gift giving between Lexus King, Rich, who's out there just in his nice little polo button-up shirt.
Interesting. Paxi might cost this belt for Bird Lady on the weekend.
Caca. I think this has been the best thing they've done for Tatum Paxley.
And Lyra. It's actually brought Lyra out of her shell.
Well, that's called a hatching. That's what that is. That's a hatching.
Right? Instead of just like these little vignettes of, I really love wrestling. I really want to wrestle good. Here I am. This is actually giving her some personality, some character to go back and forth with Paxley. And Paxley's been great.
Yeah, it really has kind of been this nice little back and forth. Like, it almost makes me wonder, would they work just better as a tag team?
Right. Yeah.
As Roxanne coming out right now, the Prodigy.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Eric Tate saying a heel turn is coming this Sunday.
For who?
Why?
Yeah, be specific. Show your work.
Clarify.
As I got Roxy in the ring as we speak.
MDB is saying, well, nobody can get over in wrestling on their own. Not true. Everybody needs a good storyline to break out of the shell a little bit. Look at Braun Breaker. MJF's a guy who got over on his own.
No, but I get the sentiment that, you know,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's helped Lyra to actually be in a storyline opposed to just, it's kind of what we keep bitching at Tony Khan about, right? Like these one-off matches are wonderful sometimes, but without giving us something compelling with it, they're just people getting in the ring. We don't really care. And that's where Lyra was just getting in the ring. Yeah, she had good matches with Becky. Yeah, she had a good match with Tiffany and won the tournament or whatever. But now she has a story, and now we're a little more interested in her.
And it's given her more time to have those kind of backstage promos that actually give her something to play with versus just she's got to tell about how she's a good pro wrestler.
Ding. Yeah, we can do that, Scott. Hit me up. Send me a DM. We'll see what we can do.
You do you, boo-boo.
I guess Oba is a heel. Yes, no, he's definitely a heel. Even when they did the contract signing, Oba refused to sign in a very heel move. No, I don't want to do it. So here we are. Now he's jumping the babyface Low. So yes, Oba is going to be a heel.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Sorry?
No, I was just thinking out loud. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because he was talking about he might get himself over. Who is more likely for a call-up, Roxanne or Tiffany? Both? Both is an option? Both is good.
Who goes first?
Fucking flip a coin. Whoever
really?
walks through the door first. I mean, Roxanne's a little bit shorter, so maybe she needs to walk through it first. I don't know. Like, I think they're both bound to be up there, and sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I mean they're neck and neck. They could end up there together. I hate to like dodge the question, but they're both sooner than later going to be there.
I've said for the longest time, I think Roxanne should already be up there.
Yeah, I mean,
you and I had it out at one point on the channel because I was saying of how she should already be up there, and I was kind of sick of her in NXT because she should already be on the main roster.
But now I love her in NXT, so if they bring her up, they better be ready. But I love her in NXT right now, so I think they're doing okay. Right. Tiffany's almost at that point too of like, what else do you do with Tiff? Another title run? Man, maybe not. Another.
He's out here playing The Simple Life.
Yeah, exactly. Bird Lady at ringside. Yes, she is. AJ, good to see you. Chris, good to see you as well. Boo Roxy. How dare you? What's wrong with Roxy?
Yeah, what's the issue? What's the issue? She's cute
Right,
and adorable. What's the problem?
Right, she is absolutely adorable. Can Sonya Deville train Ava as the GM? At least her suit. Yeah, let's see. Lady B gets where I'm coming from.
So if she's not wearing a suit, it's not official.
Well, she's got to look official. She's got to look the part. You know, I can't take you serious in a crop top. I can't. I can't.
You're
Right?
not fully wrong. Like I said, I think it's more of it's not the attire, it's how we got here, how she was presented before we got here.
Mhm.
You have done nothing to validate her being in that position.
Yeah, and they gave her the little rub from Regal to help. But at the end of the day, Nick, I think it's the overall presentation is you're a young GM. If you really want me to take you seriously, you gotta look serious. And you look too young. Like you look like I should be dropping you off at the mall to meet up with your friends, opposed to you booking matches on a nationally televised program.
Do people still do that, by the way, these days?
I don't know.
Is Sue the
My
last
age.
person that's dropping people off to places and everything? But that's the thing, though. I think regardless of attire, how like your point of when Regal was there with her, and everyone's more of like, well, Regal should just be the GM versus Ava. And Regal, that was the first time we'd seen him in years.
Yeah, I don't. By the way, we got Roxy and Tatum. If anybody wants to make a prediction, and why is it Roxy? But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I don't. I'm struggling with her as she was a rookie.
Ooh.
Who they clearly were afraid to put her in the ring one-on-one with anybody, and now she's running the show. She hasn't earned it.
You know, that's just one of those stuff. Well, we can't put her in the ring with people, so said she'll book other people to do things.
Right. Well, we can't let her go because of her dad is. We got to use her. We promised them we try. So, like, why is this young aspiring wrestler not aspiring to get in the goddamn ring?
Well, because she can aspire. It just, I think her wrestling career has perspired.
All right. Oba will be an AJ Styles, a tweener. Really? Why? Right now, he's not tweening at all. He's healing.
Yeah, I think the only thing he's tweening is he's picking out the LWO from between his teeth there because he fucking just chewed their ass up and spit them out.
Mm-hmm. AJ not liking Roxy's theme song, and to be honest, off the top of my head, I don't know. He might be right.
You couldn't tell me what it was. Oh, yeah, well, wait, we can have that conversation, but we did on Monday.
Arm drag by Roxy. Actually, going for Pop Rocks. Oh, wow.
Oh, got it. One, as much buffers. 2, 3.
Sorry, just paused up to even out with
you. You're good.
Brother Fluff Salisbury, thanks. Thank you to whomever gifted the memberships. I believe it was our friend John out there. John from the chat was generous, very kind. And yeah, we can't thank him enough. Again, the continued support of the channel is outstanding. And big shout out to John for gifting. Oh, remember, Roxy has a bad temper.
Yeah, when I see what's on site.
Right? She's the Ken Shamrock of NXT.
The snaps.
Oh, we got a standoff.
Now, what there, though, would make her stop? Like, I'm sorry, you just were snapping on everybody, but why? Because she was about to hit you when you were about to hit her? That's what made you stop? The fuck?
That was, listen, that was awkward as fuck. I can't let them off the hook there.
What? Because speaking of awkward, what is Ariana Grace wearing?
Speaking of awkward, yeah, nice flower. With Ren Sinclair.
2 women that looked like they're in a sorority. 100%.
They look like sisters. Yeah, you got a valid point there.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, what's up, Fallon? How you doing?
How has she somehow managed to start to look like a grown woman out here amongst probably everybody that's still around her same age?
She again, they're growing up before our very eyes, my friend.
I'm still waiting for her and Mickey for softcore country. They had to get rid of full events fully before we could have the softcore country.
Facts. Well, Lil Santina is not happy.
She looks more like Kentucky Derby instead of little Santina out here right now.
I'm gonna go find Ava. Oh, Lola. Yes, let's go.
But this has very much become a style of the new presentation without Kevin Dunn of the walking to gorilla, the walking backstage promos, the showing them as they arrive to the arena type stuff.
Nick, a lot of talk about that in the IWC, a lot of talk about that online as well, through the whole, everything, the usual channels. A lot of praise for how good WWE is looking. Even those little video spots going out to commercials, it almost has like that NFL feel of like when they're breaking down. Oh, there's Cody, and I think it's really cool. They were showing some of the shots, like, even from last night, where the cameraman was like up under Drew, and they're not clipping away. They're not like, it feels part of the action. And bringing in someone that has ESPN experience, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're on the field. Like, I like what they've done here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's very much that NBA style presentation. Like before the game, you've got the star players showing up to the arena. Like I think it was on Raw, to where they had the sit out powerbomb spot out of the corner, and they even had the camera shot from the corner, so you just saw Drew going whoop, up over. So yeah, a lot of unique camera angles now, and granted, you still have a hiccup here or there, but there's not just epileptic camera cuts here like Kevin Dunn.
No, the walkout spots before matches, it feels very much like you're following the player down the tunnel kind of idea. Those little video packages that they're using now as they go to commercial and stuff, of like, up next Cody Rhodes or Seth, and they got that little, it's really got that Monday Night Football vibe to it, to me. And I think it's really kind of freshened up the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Her name is Lola. we had to click that one for sure. Hello, LA Lola. Latina cake fight. Sinclair is a horrible wrestling name. It might have a horrible connotation if you're paying attention, but
yeah. Nobody got that except for like 3 people, and we were 2 of them.
Facts. Maddie, yeah. So I don't even know what they're calling her on this show now. Does anyone know that's
the Sinclair or whatever the fuck?
What?
Maddie Rinkowski. That's the Sinclair or whatever.
Yeah, Ren Sinclair or whatever.
Yeah, Ren Sinclair.
Yeah. Does anyone know a Roxanne that is not? That's a funny fact. Because the one that popped into my head is an absolute psychopath. So yeah.
The only one that I know is that song, Roxanne, you better put on the red light.
I think this is Elektra's final match in NXT. Yeah, I think this is a farewell. Put Lola over and move on.
Yeah. Granted, I think Lola's still gonna end up at some point as NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, she's still got that contract, so it could happen this weekend, right? Big win over Elektra Lopez tonight. Yeah. Lola Vice for the win. Yeah, it's so hard to bet against her in this circumstance. NXT believes in the women's. Listen, NXT may use their women more and more efficiently than any other company out there.
The only one I would say that would be comparable would be TNA.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a neck and neck race between the two for sure. Week in and week out, they highlight their women a lot, and not just the women's champion. It's like we just saw Roxy and Lyra. Now we're getting Lola and Elektra. That we got, Fallon just had her segment with Santini. Yeah, I mean, it all works.
Absolutely. And then I like this here of people were trying to figure it out with ROH reference. That's really fun. Jimmy Cannon slash Sinclair, smash Sinclair. I will rule you.
It's too funny.
Earl Sinclair is the dad from Dinosaurs TV show. Not the mama.
Not the mama. That's right. That's Earl Sinclair. Shit, that's a good reference.
That's how you know you're old.
Yeah, look.
Did they call this Love in WWE because just to go off of like the Love and hip hop shit and everything?
Love and basketball, Love and hip hop. Yeah.
I'm not knocking the show. I just think we could have maybe at least done a different name. I think it'll be a great show. I'm excited to watch it, actually.
Yeah.
That'll be how I get the wifey into actually watching some wrestling shit.
There you go. There you go. I love this entrance, man, with the elevator. Coming out of the penthouse. And as you know, many nights I'm bringing the show from the penthouse, Nick. So
I think you're just hoping to invite her to your high rise.
Well, the elevator definitely on the way
she
up.
She makes more things rise than an elevator when it comes to KJ.
As we're going to replay, hey, maybe Zelina fucks this up for her.
Well, speaking of Zelina, you had Andrade on Monday night telling all this there. Tell Zelina I said hello.
Yeah. I thought that was funny, right? And we assumed he was heading over that way.
Absolutely. We thought he was going to be involved with this.
And the boos for Lola. No one loving Lola.
She's like a hot Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez was kind of hot.
Right, but that's I'm just thinking of like white man can't jump right now of like Woody Harrelson of like, I know I'm probably gonna get stabbed, but goddamn, you look good.
I'm thirsty. But the fight is on, folks. Let us know who you're taking. Are you taking Lola? Are you taking Elektra?
As we already get dumped on the outside here.
Ooh, rude.
Well, I do think it's interesting of Lola's one of those that they still don't even fully mention it all the time. If she's one that, much like a Ronda, much like a Shayna, made that transition from women's MMA to women's pro wrestling.
Yeah, very much so. And she's actually talked about like, hey, I'd go do another MMA fight if you guys wanted me to, or would let me. Like, I'll run off. Like, who was it recently where she was like, I'd fight her. I want her to fight Ronda. Go Lola.
Well, you had her and Petrovich that were going back and forth at it too.
Yep.
Oh,
sweet buns to the face.
Making me think of that Bailey Naomi spot that's now gotten viral. Bailey even put out, got my groceries from Naomi. And every guy is just like, God damn it.
Right. Did you just compare Lola to Rosie? Yes.
Yes.
I get it. Where like, you're like, man,
we've done enough comparisons to Jennifer Lopez. I had to reach out and mention someone else. I could say Zelina, but she's already passed.
J-Lo versus Rosie. This would have been a hot fight in their late 90s.
No, this would be J-Lo versus Zelina is what we're watching. Zelina versus J-Lo.
Elektra for the win. Lola's music needs to change. Yeah, it needs a little more something, a little more
Miami sound.
Yeah.
A little more Pitbull.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. 305.
Lola
that or some DJ Khaled, another one.
Right. Lola user contract and make it a triple threat Sunday. I believe she can just like maybe Lyra and Roxy have a great match and Lola cashes in after the match and takes advantage, especially if they're running her up as a heel.
Yeah. I think it's much more like a cash-in thing than she has to like say beforehand.
Yeah,
or anything.
like a declaration.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a contract versus a briefcase, so that might somehow mean a thing, but yeah. Oh, where was it? Oh, MDB. Sofia Vergara is the LeBron James of the Latinas. That's fine. Jennifer Lopez is still Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sorry.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Yeah, it's essentially a Money in the Bank contract. Yeah.
Yep. And we saw Obi do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's literally how he won the belt. It was after Dragon Lee and Lexus.
Yep. Yeah, he jumped in.
Lola's got in a front chokehold here. Small Mark's bringing up Rosie Perez from Wet Man Can't Jump.
That's it. That's it right there. I'm thirsty.
Right.
When I say I'm thirsty, you don't give me a drink of water. Oh, Lola with the
Lola!
Lola!
MDB, I do agree with you on this comment, but I'll still take Lola and J-Lo over Sofia Varga and Elektra Lopez.
I agree.
Spinning back heel kick for a 1-2-3.
Emphatic win.
Well, we kind of knew Elektra was going up to SmackDown. She's going to be there with Escobar.
You rude girl. You know what you doing. Oh, your buddy's on screen.
Yeah. What? He's taking notes of like when he gave him the rock bottom through the table and they both went through.
Dear Journal.
Right. Dear Arnold, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. What in the big boss man bullshit is this now? This is them trying to do fucking Batman and the Joker right now of like, you have nothing to threaten me with.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He's tapping the light. So for those who aren't watching, so Dijak's backstage at his little desk with a little fucking tablet, and then Joe Gacy comes, sits down in front of him, and is just kind of giving him shit. I knew you were a man of justice. And then taps the light. Like, this is, you have nothing to threaten me with. He's gonna smash him in the face. And don't start with the head. It makes the witness all blurry and everything. I'm just a guy chasing a car. I wouldn't know what to do with it if I caught one.
What is this recording?
I don't know.
Wow, this is theatric. Yeah, theatric as shit.
I think, have they secretly been doing like what the Simpsons did with McBain? Of if you took all of the Dijak promo segments together and spliced them together, would it make an actual movie?
It might.
I feel like it might. Yeah. This is just the start of the sequel.
As Ridge Holland coming up to the ring, I'm going to take a quick pause, my friend, and I'll be right back.
You're good. We can tag it here. So I've got Ridge coming out right now. So we are getting Ridge versus Lexus King. But let me know, folks, how you're feeling so far through the first hour, damn near almost. We're in the last 15 minutes here of NXT. Lucky 1-6. Why? Dijak doing homework. Like I said, it's Dear Arnold, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Dijak has a better office than the APA. No, he doesn't have a door. At least the APA had a door. Christ, even Crash Hawley sat there and at least showed the respect of to, knock and go through the door. I bet we're getting Dijak versus Gacy at Vengeance Day. I would not be surprised at that. But let me know, folks, who you've got for this, whether you've got Sgt. Pepper's Lexus King here or whether you're taking Ridge Holland. I didn't hurt those people. I kind of got to go with Ridge here because I think they're trying to make him the babyface, but I think like Lexus has got to be halfway on a tear or at least doing something here. Like both men kind of can't afford to take a loss. So I don't really know, honestly, who wins. I feel like I got to err on the side of the babyface though with Ridge, but yeah. Lexus King for the win, Lexus for the win, Lexus for the win, Ridge for the win. What about Jeff Jarrett as North American champion? No, don't you put that evil on me, Keyshawn. I think you're just trying to set a record here of how many times can you fit a Jeff Jarrett reference into a stream that doesn't even involve Jeff Jarrett. But yeah, no. Oh, so we just start the match. We barely get I want to say not even 30 seconds into the match, coming out of a commercial break, and then we get ripcord clothesline from Ridge on Alexis, and we're back in a commercial. That's at times the only issue of sometimes you're stacking some of that shit too much close together. Dijak sounds like a crappy car that Kia would make. Well, yeah, what I think he just needs to go back to being Dominic Dijakovic. He and Keith Lee, oddly enough, both of their careers like were supposed to be so much here, and they've instead gone so much to here. They should have been top, at least top mid-card guys, upper mid-card guys, even guys going out the titles on the main roster, and instead you kind of just like wonder what happened with them, and you kind of don't even know where to go with them anymore. I feel like I really like both guys. I especially really like, clearly when it comes to NXT, I like Dijak. I think he has all the potential of the world, but he's been saddled with shit gimmick followed by shit gimmick by no story by the man at one point was T-Bar, and now his resurgence is coming back as Dijak, which is just literally if you took the Terminator and Sin City and just made a terrible porn parody of it. I feel I'm on to you. Yes, I've been on to you. I think we all have been on to you, Geisha. Pause. Dijak is still better name than Paxley. Yeah, but it's not just Paxley, it's Tatum Paxley. Like, she actually does have a full name, unlike Dijak. Just, are you Bono? Like, is that your first name, your last name? Which is it? Feast your eyes. That 100%, that's a fantastic move, but he doesn't use it anymore, really. Lexus King for the win. Baltimore Orioles are getting sold. To who? Can let me guess at this point, goddamn Tony Khan. Nick with the gold chain. Nick DMC. I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. Sucker MC should call me sire. Absolutely. But make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe, folks. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. Nobody watches more live wrestling and does it better than we do, than the Wrestling for Life Network. So if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that bell notification. You're doing your friends a disservice and you're not telling them about us. And we're still growing at a record pace. So you better get here before getting on here is too expensive. What?
Get in where you can. Get in where you fit in, folks.
Facts.
But yeah, we're definitely on a commercial break right now. I will take a moment to remind everybody out there, we are back at it tomorrow. Nick, something I wanted to throw your way, something that was been talked about. We didn't talk about it yesterday. But this theory that Punk was supposed to win the Rumble, but he blew his arm out and they called an audible. We both picked him.
Does it make sense, though? Because that's why we got the Seth promo. Like, now it becomes like, was the Seth promo there to salvage the Punk thing, or was it there because they had to call an audible?
Well, I'm wondering if this is like a way to make Cody picking Seth make sense and allow for Rock to go after Roman.
Yeah, but that's, again, it's still, that could all still be the case, but now it's a question of, was that the plan, or was that the audible that they had to call? That will, I think we'll never know.
We'll never know. And again, we don't know for certain. I know people are out there kind of surmising that could have been the case. Wow, big clothesline by Alexis.
I still don't even think that we exactly get, say, a Seth versus Cody or anything like that. I think that could just still be a tease, a red herring. We could still see Drew in the main event of WrestleMania 40. We could still see Gunther. I think if Cody, the only way it makes sense if Cody goes after Seth is if we're getting The Rock versus Roman.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are possibilities here, and it's, again, I mean, if you were planning on having, obviously you were having plans of Punk involved, whether he won the Rumble or not. It affects the Elimination Chamber. It affects how we get to WrestleMania. So it'll be very intriguing how they handle it all.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Some solution saying it wasn't audible.
What we saw wasn't. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, and that's the thing, though. No one will never know. Truly,
Right?
no one will ever know.
I agree.
Well, it's at least, especially at this point, you can't go back and see what they would have done otherwise or anything like that.
No, unless someone has come out and confirms it from within the right people. But if it's just, again, if it's just Meltzer and friends, rambling, well, we'll never know.
Right. Shut up. No, I'm laughing at his profile picture. It's Khabib with the fuzzy hat, almost like Tony Khan, drinking a bottle of proper 12.
When
Two go.
When KJ watched Rampage, he turned into fire.
Are you the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four?
I-
Flame
I-
on.
I'm fire all the time, Jason. I just usually I'm sleepy by the time we get to Rampage, to be honest.
Yeah, that's more of literally he's probably just on fire because it's like I gotta keep myself awake.
Yeah, lit like a Christmas tree at that point.
Right.
I heard about it. If Cody picks Seth, he's gonna look like a baby back.
Baby back.
I mean, yeah. Right. The only way it could be is if like The Rock tells him not to. Like if The Rock shows up on. Now it has been announced that Cody Rhodes will be on SmackDown Friday.
Then we've got to get the fucking announcement in the lineup there for that. We've got to at least solidify something here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, like you said, though, we could get a call from Dwayne of saying, "Hey, Cody, I know you want to finish the story and everything, kid, but now I'm on the board of directors and as your boss, no."
I was talking to Ava. She made a match. I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah. Sorry, it's just not going to work out for you.
Dominic Dijakovic is not aggressive. What's wrong with Dominic Dijakovic? What's
It's
a good
better than
wrestling
just
name?
Dijak.
Right?
Just because you can't pronounce it right doesn't mean it's not a good wrestling name.
Right? I agree. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. It feels like a nickname, which I'm okay with. But this match has been decent, going back and forth. Ridge with the headbutt.
Right.
I think the plan was for Cody to win the Rumble because they've been telling the story of Cody getting back to Reigns, so no need to complicate it. It's been in front of us the whole time. And that's a valid point, Boston. It really is. Wow. Flatliner, it looked like. Oh!
As
Gallus, we got Gallus.
No coffee, everybody coming out here. But yeah, I think though if Cody didn't win the Rumble, you could have still had him win the Chamber. And I think that's even why we both kind of picked Punk to win the Rumble, because we picked Cody to win the Chamber. So you could have still gotten there. He could have seemed like the Chamber might have been more geared towards SmackDown. And Cody forced his way in there as
the neck breaker off the ropes, and that's all she wrote for Ridge.
Draping, twisting neck breaker for a 3 count.
And Lexis King picks up the win. Thanks to Gallus. Nick B. Flossing.
Stay flossing in my candy paint. Go and bang, sip and drink on 54 swing. Oh. They're going to try and Pillmanize Ridge right now here. But so who's going to come out and try and save Ridge?
I don't know. Apparently nobody.
Oh, when the fuck have you ever seen that before?
That is unique.
The chair stood up and just smacked it.
Yeah, that's a different take on the Pillman spot, which ironically the kid, Pillman's kid just rolled out of the ring.
Yeah.
There you go. At least Gallus. Oh, chase you.
You got to talk to R-Truth. You can sell those things out in the parking lot, just like the T-shirts there for Judgment Day.
They're having a funeral.
Oh, well, I gotta
Yeah.
change it to my black carb then here.
All right, folks. Nick's taking a pause for the cause. The show rolls on, and we head into a commercial break. Up next, a funeral for Chase U. Interesting. I don't know if we really needed it, but I've never been the biggest fan of Chase U. We will see what transpires, though. And once again, I will say we are back tomorrow for Dynamite. We're here on Thursday. We're here on Friday. We're here on Saturday. We're here on Sunday. We're here all week long. Then we go, right through. We're heading towards Revolution. We're heading towards WrestleMania. 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we have our Super Bowl party as well. That is going to be a fun show. Make sure you're here for that. Last year, it was a good time. Nick and I just sit around, talk a little football, and enjoy the grandest game of all, I guess. But yeah, no, we will be here for that. Our Super Bowl party, February 11th. Of course, it's KC going against San Fran. Should be a fun one. Be here for that because, when you watch all the wrestling, why not throw in some football, some UFC, some other stuff? So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you tell your friends about the Wrestling for Life Network. We continue to grow. We've just passed 3.6K subs, and it is growing by the minute. We can't thank you guys enough, but we got lots coming your way. Go Niners. I'm with you, Mark. Go Niners. Is there a Niner in there? Yeah, there's a Niner in there. It's not very nice. Not very nice. We will see JC on NXT tonight. I think so. I mean, you would imagine if they're going to do a funeral for Chase U, it's going to come now. Like, we're going to get Chase U. JC should be there. Squirrel Girl should be there. Yeah, not emo. Yeah, we've gone emo. Andre Chase. He's going to go dark and sad and miserable. It's going to be very intriguing. But yes, coming up next, a funeral for Chase U. Juggalette Jen, whoop whoop. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Having the little angel. Good to see you as well. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for spending a part of your birthday with us here. Everybody wish little angel some happy birthday wishes. So big shout out to you on your big day. Go Mahomes. Ooh. Is Mahomes not like the Kermit the Frog of the NFL? Am I wrong? Am I like, maybe I just don't pay attention enough, but man, does he give me Kermit the Frog vibes. The minute he starts talking, I'm like, how do I take this man seriously? It's not easy being green. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. Chase U funeral. Yeah, again, usually when something goes out of business, you don't really have a funeral for it. I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to find a way. It's going to be the triumphant saving of, Chase U, but we will see. We will see. What if it's Sheamus? Maybe. We haven't seen Sheamus. We didn't get Sheamus at the Rumble. I have no idea what we're going to do with Sheamus. We will find out. Maybe he's there on SmackDown Friday. Cody Rhodes is going to be there on Friday, so that will be intriguing. See what that goes with, or what goes with that. That was sick. Yeah, so Gallus, for those who are just tuning in, Gallus jumps Ridge Holland, and yeah, they laid his foot upright on the chair and then just smashed his heel, which was a unique take to the usual chair spot. So right now, Ridge has been taken out. Ridge is definitely hanging around NXT. Obviously, Pete Dunne, formerly known as Butch, is now hanging out with Tyler Bate. He has returned to Pete Dunne, and it looks like this is how it's going to work out for the next little bit. Now, does Sheamus return and reclaim the Brawling Brutes just with Tyler Bate? Or does Sheamus come back and he's not happy and it's Sheamus versus Pete Dunne at some point? But we got Carmelo and Trick in the back coming out of commercial break. Good question, though. Big W. Yeah, I thought Lexus looked good. Lexus has taken a minute to grow on me. And I think a lot of people out there, I've seen criticisms of Lexus King. I don't think, he wasn't signed the way Jade Cargill was signed, right? She got signed and everyone made a big deal about it. One of the biggest free agents. We didn't get that same thing with Lexus. It was a slow burn. He's developing. He was at a different level of his development. I didn't expect Lexus to come in and instantly be at the top of the chart. I thought he was going to have to work at it, and he is working at it. The early couple days of his character and who he is wasn't my favorite. But it looks like his in-ring work's getting better. He's working a heel angle really well, really strong. I'm pretty content with what we're getting from Lexus King as we're watching him grow. I think some people are saying, well, he's not like amazing. Well, no, I didn't expect him to be. But if you did, fair enough. We got lots coming your way. Relax, relax, relax. It was a good match. I liked it. Go Raven. Oh, yeah. No. Oops. Oh, okay, Lions. No, not them either. All right. So Carmelo's saying, I've had your back from the very beginning. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Big shout out to my brother as well. My brother, Matthew, it is his birthday today. It was my brother Chris's birthday 2 days ago. It was my dad's birthday on the 10th. My cousin's birthday on January's busy. January's busy. Go Mahomes. I can't do it. But Chase U is in the ring as we speak. Is there a WWE SmackDown commercial airing? Not that I've seen. Big Game you can get red flag for using Super Bowl in your streams. We'll be fine. We did it before. We'll do it again. Again, it's not like we're showing the game, but we will be here to do what we do. But we'll be completely fine for using the Super Bowl. It wasn't an issue last year. We had over 2,000 people come and hang out with us last year for Super Bowl party, and we hope even more come out this year. Ghostbusters are back. Yeah, we got Chase U in the ring. A very dejected, sad Andre Chase breaking it all down. Really? They got to stop remaking movies, man. Rock and roll. Go Niners. Can't wait for 2K24. A lot of people talking about it. Should be interesting. Should be good. Pat Mahomes sounds like Bart Simpson. Facts. Now, here we go. Duke talking about the positive influence of Chase U on his life. Not everyone gets to join college when they're 40. I don't know what that says. Kermit D. Frog here. I discovered Mahomes. I had it on my fantasy team a couple of years ago, and he was a nobody. I don't know. Was Mahomes ever really a nobody, though? I mean, I know KC took a little bit of time. Like, they didn't just instantly turn it around, but I mean, he was kind of expected to be the man to lead them to the promised land, and they've been pretty good for a few years now. Mahomes is phenomenal, but I want a new champ. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Purdy, a guy that is a bit of the underdog for sure. As everyone talks about Mahomes and they talk about Jackson. I think Purdy gets overlooked. Yeah, go Niners. Go Gadget. Chase U about to rise up like Taker. Yeah, right. That's like. Okay, we're getting a video package in memory of Chase U. Taylor Swift is MK Ultra and Psyop. What is this? Oh. I can't handle this shit. Sheamus needs the IC title. It'll be interesting. I like Sheamus. He'll be really curious how he's booked upon his return. But after, I mean, he's been in the company for a decade plus. Him taking a little time off is not a bad thing. But I almost hate talking like they got this sentimental music. Have I ever told you you're my hero? Yeah, maybe kind of demoted. What is this? So it went from the dramatic music to like a blooper reel of Andre Chase losing his noodle. MDB. Well, you stop by. We'll say hi. Yeah, a lot of Aquarius. A lot. Yeah. No. Pain in my ass. It's a superb owl. Ooh. Ooh. Andre Chase hair looks like hooks. Yeah, right. You got the hook haircut. This is something else, guys. If you're watching this right now, what is your feels? There's Thea. She's not in the ring, but she's in the video. Chase U is worse than DeVry. Told you, it's the Southampton Institute of Technology.
In the speaking of that, but in the arms of an angel.
Right.
Ask me about my university.
There you go. 2021 to 2024. Short-lived. Not here for a long time, but here for a good time, folks.
Were they even here for a good time? Or were they just here
You
for
asked.
a time?
They were here for a time. This is a
has been a teachable moment. A little bit.
We need Drew Gulak in his PowerPoint presentation right now.
He's the missing professor from Chase U.
Yeah. And here comes JC.
Johnson, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, no, AJ, killing me, buddy. As here comes Sia and JC, where I'm imagining we're going to get the big reveal of. Did she save it or did she bury it? That's the question we are all asking.
You want something said, ask a man. You want something done, ask a what the fuck? Like, where did that come from?
I don't know. A touching tribute video.
Yeah. As Thea's like, hi, you're cute, hi.
I came in to chase you a little bit toxic. Wink, wink.
The taste on your lips, yeah, made my toxic flipping under.
I don't know what to make of this, guys.
They don't even do.
They only had one senior class. Didn't even make it a full 4 years either.
Yeah.
Dean Douglas. Yeah, that's what they needed, actually. They needed Dean. They needed the Dean.
He should have been. Like, it shouldn't have been nowhere. Shane Douglas out there, Dean Douglas in charge of everything. He's got to answer to him. Yeah.
That was really confusing, right? The owners, operators of the university were also kind of students and faculty. Very much.
Like I said, it's Southampton Institute of Technology. I'll get words out.
That's the best.
That's where I got my education. That's why I can't say the words so good.
Right. Wait, what?
Mr. Chase, I've been working tricks all night, and I've saved up enough money to save the university.
The 2024 ladies, there's only two. There's only two women in Chase U.
Who owns the calendar? You have it on your phone. Who buys the calendar?
So apparently they had a calendar, and this is going to be how they save Chase U. Who are these women?
Shout out one dude that's in the crowd that's having to be held back because he's all excited. I feel ashamed that I'm wearing the gold chain because he's got the little small version out here with the black sweater instead of the gray sweater, having to be held back because, oh my God, pretty women.
Is this calendar available on shop.com?
Yeah. Who are you people?
I didn't have Nick singing Britney Spears on my bingo card.
There you go.
Right? No shit.
He's like, nah, I'm with the guy in the crowd.
Buffalo traded the 10th overall pick in 2017, which ultimately became Mahomes. Wah, wah.
Are you trying to make me angry? You're not gonna
No.
like me when I'm angry.
You got Allen.
Yeah.
All right, so wait, Chase U's alive?
Who buys the fucking calendar though?
What were you selling the calendars for? $1,000 a head?
only smarks.com. Where were they buying these?
So we went through that whole segment for nothing? Couldn't she have told him that before we did the funeral? It's like, wait, grandma's still alive. You're like, what?
Nothing about Chase U has felt good in quite a while, I'll say.
It's starting to feel forced. I'm starting to feel like, I mean, I didn't love it at any point, but I thought Andre was really getting over as a baby face. The crowd was into like the Chase stomps and spelling along, but I don't know what the fuck where are we going with this?
People I liked it up until we got towards what in the CGI fucking tunnel.
Yeah, what the name of JD is this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
but no, I was fine with Chase U until they tried to do like the whole controversy thing. They tied that in with the family with the stupid CGI bullshit. What in the terrible Sopranos opening was that bullshit? Woke up this morning and got yourself a title. Yeah, no, Chase U's been bad since they were trying to play on the controversy like that Michigan had, and then it just kind of has gone haywire.
Did Book say hand him a towel? I didn't hear that, but I'm hoping he meant for the tears, not anything else.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
My mom still buys calendars. Ask her if she wants to Chase U 2024.
Wrestling for Life 2024 calendar coming soon.
A calendar. Oh my god!
Just be KJ like.
Look like the fucking George Costanza.
Rare.
Yeah, it's gonna be JCU before long.
Yeah, well, at least though, MD is pointing out here yes, other people have many voices. I was just hooked on phonics instead of hooked on other things.
Right. Whew.
It's getting mossy oak ring gear. Jesus. Like everyone out here drinking Busch Light's a big fan of Fallon Henley, I feel.
Yeah, and nobody's a fan of fucking Nost here now that he's got no friends.
He looks like if Post Malone and Dr. Phil had a child.
100%.
Because that center of that skull, it's fucking fading fast.
Fading fast. There you go. Stuck holding the band.
Yeah, but why is Maddie out here? She was just sitting here talking with Ariana. We've got Maddie Big Chin out here.
Right. Yeah,
God. AR Hogan.
What we're doing.
Stone Cold. AI Stone Cold.
It's creepy, to be honest.
They'll haunt you.
Chase U sold Stanley Cups, made a fortune. I want to know how much they're selling these calendars for.
$9.99.
Chase U turned into a talent agency. Where's the food?
Where's the food? If they have a black leather couch backstage, we all know what's going on there.
Well, yeah. Hey, KJ White and Big Nick, do you like my profile picture on YouTube? I can't really see it, but sure. Yeah, looks good.
I assume it's Ashley Massaro, so shout out.
Could be. Is it? I don't know.
I just saw Punk Rock Blonde Chick and Ashley behind it, so I just tried to put 2 and 2 together, and sometimes you get 22 and sometimes you get 4.
There you go. I already have the calendar, but I will buy one just to support Chase U. Yeah,
Is it
down with
because that one the months are sticking together now, so you need a new one?
well, as I was singing, sorry, 12 months of kitties, you gotta go. Up goes Chase U. Favorite kitty altogether. We're good to go.
Yeah, the ladies that chase you.
You bad promo. Yeah, it was weird. Why didn't she tell him before the funeral? You knew he was planning a funeral.
At least Michigan won the championship. Chase U just got a bad promo.
JC bankrupt Chase U to buy it. Yeah, that's what I feel like's happening, but we're taking a long time to get there. All these, yeah, no, it's taking a hot minute.
I feel like by the time we get there, no one's gonna care because, like, I don't even remember that part of the story that much right now.
And what's the payoff? What's the payoff? Andre Chase versus JC?
Is she just gonna turn it into like the fucking burlesque place there in The Simpsons? There, I just don't get. I don't get the story going into this. I think Chase U's very much jumped the shark at this point.
Right? Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, I didn't mind what parts of what they had going on. I mean, I think I always felt odd with Duke being involved in all this. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what
I liked it all the way up until there. Like I said, until we got Chase U's involved in a controversy is when, to me, it got sideways.
Yeah, right. And again, I feel like they're dragging out. If JC did take this over, they could have probably told us that 2 weeks ago, and we would have been fine.
Yeah,
we didn't miss anything by stretching this out. I mean, the funeral spot was cute, but I thought, okay, goodbye, and then we'll move on.
Right. Phil Malone, not related to Carl.
Not related to Carl. The mailman is not delivering on this particular evening.
Yes.
They cut to somebody backstage by themselves. They're always pumping their arms with bands. It's a go-to. It's a go-to.
They got their flex. Yeah, you need to do it. You need to pick things up and you put them down. And yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
Right. I was literally just thinking about his hair as y'all said it on stream. That's what we do. We say your thoughts out loud for you.
Right, because we also don't have that much hair. So we notice when someone else is starting to not have so much hair.
You're just like, let it go, bro. Okay, we're back to Chase U having the time of their life right now.
Who's this lady?
That's what's her face. Is that not? I think she's.
I don't know, but she needs to be paired up with Lola. She's very much looking like Miami Club girl instead of this looks like a cover band for My Chemical.
It does. This looks like a My Chem concert broke out.
Exactly, and I say that as the wife loves My Chemical 100%. I even got like the limited edition like vinyl albums. But yeah, this is MCR just on NXT right now.
Son, when you grow up. Alexis King here.
I'm not okay. She said, Andre, he'll go up to buy back the university because I sold them calendars. I kind of like, what the fuck is happening here?
Oh, no, not gunshots, just banging. Dijak and Gacy still fighting. Wait. They were that what all happened backstage? I thought that was like
everything's happening all at one time, and even the cameraman's getting stomped out here.
What is happening right now? Paul, thank you so much. A masked Von Wagner. The Tale of Two Wagners shows up.
Sun, darkness, easy sensation.
Oh my God. Will the calendar be real?
Phantom of the NXT is here.
That's amazing. Shout out to Andrew Lloyd Webber. Maybe the first reference to one of his works here on the channel.
That or Gerard Butler. That's what I remember.
Gerard Butler. Holy fuck. I give up. Ariana Grace
is Sparta.
Ariana Grace coming out to take on Fallon Henley. You guys can take a prediction on this one as we continue to chuckle through the second hour of NXT tonight. Fucking ridiculous.
Her cape looks like it's made out of the shit that you peel off an onion. Like,
Right.
It's got the weird, like, ribbing shit to it and everything.
Yeah, White Swan in the house.
Yeah. Quack, quack.
AEW needs a Jeff Jarrett calendar too. Yeah, shout out to Keyshawn. He'd buy the whole box of them.
It's just like 12 different poses of Jeff Jarrett smashing a guitar over here, smashing a guitar over there, throwing tacos into the stands over there.
We need a KJ Nick calendar. It's just 12 months of us from the show, from the chest up. 12 months of us.
No, it's just from face down. It's just beard. Just beard.
12 months of beards.
All right.
The Wrestling for Life beard calendar.
It'll even have a little felt like fuzzy touch and feel to it and everything.
Pause on all of it. No. Boston about to give up on the show. I hear you, Boston. It's been a little wacky. I think Thea Hale will have to overcome a toxic JC Jane eventually, and JC tries to take over Chase U. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen is JC takes over. I guess that would be the payoff is Thea versus JC. I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
The calendar needs knee pads. Jesus Christ.
Well, and then 12 months of slap nuts. I'm pissed off in the chosen one.
Right? It's just 12 pictures of broken guitars.
Never drew a dime.
Not a penny to be found.
That's elegance, Nick. Ariana Grace's cape was fire. She looks like the fucking princess that like her parents never told her no.
That's exactly what you're going for. Yeah, absolutely. Got Fallon for the win. This will be renamed Jace U. Oh, I like that though. Jace U in no time. Jace U.
I
just don't know where you go with it. Does she is Lexus King going to be like the dean of admission at Jace U?
Right? Does it just turn into like a fucking Motley Crue tour or something like that? She's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. She's the one that called Dr. O.
It's like Timeless Tony theme versus Macho Man theme.
Who?
Ariana's theme? Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
As we're going to commercial break. I have no idea what's going on. I got Fallon.
Well, I'm just out here baffled why Maddie Rankowski constantly looks like the friend in like a 90s, early 2000s, like teenage drama movie, like the Britney Spears movie. If we're talking about Britney Spears earlier, like when they had their whole other movie, or like she looks like the friend in like Lizzie McGuire or some shit.
Yeah, she's all that. Nowadays, you can feel that Kevin Dunn is no longer working the cameras. Lucky, something we kind of touched on earlier tonight, but we definitely with the new angles and the new way things are being shot, less cuts. I really like what they're doing. The dude that they brought in to replace Kevin Dunn, I think, is doing a great job, and I like the vibe. I like the feel of all the shows at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. It very much gets you more into it, and it feels like a better, faster pace. Everything feels like it's a faster pace now.
And it feels like you're with it, opposed to like you were really aware of you were watching a show when it's clipping all the time. But when you're like kind of like going and the wrestlers are coming by the camera, feels like you're a part of the action. It's it's that ESPN vibe, right?
It feels like it's an actual live event versus you're watching something like you said in camera cut, camera cut, camera cut, camera cut. So now you can't even follow the action because you're 27 camera cuts in.
Yeah, too much.
Right.
Da, 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 da. Ariana is definitely filling the void that Tiffany Stratton will leave once called up. Yeah, that makes sense. A little different of a vibe.
A bit.
You could see that, right?
I could see the personality, like the character-wise, as far as talent-wise, wait to be seen.
Yeah. We'll see where she goes with this. However, doing the the whole inspired by my aunt Santina. I think it's working. It's getting over.
Yeah. She's just going to be out there. Who? It's going to come down to who has more outrageous outfits, her or Seth Rollins.
There you go. So confirming that is Ashley Mazzaros would make sense.
There you
go. What in the interpretive?
I'm a peacock, and you got to let me fly.
Welcome to White Swan. Love Fallon, but Ariana has character.
Well,
Fallon.
she came out looking like an onion, so we know she's got layers.
She looked like a flaky onion.
Yeah, she's got layers.
JC saved JCU. So I guess next week they move all their shit back in. Like, why couldn't you tell us this before we moved out?
All the moving fees, everything.
Shit, we threw a funeral for nothing.
Right, I rented a casket. Do you know how expensive caskets are?
NXT is becoming perfect for CW.
Yeah, a good bit actually. It's becoming much more a show CW wise.
Well, here's the thing though, and that's always been the case. I mean, the one thing is when they do get in the ring, their in-ring stuff is generally good. Sometimes you just got to wade through some of this garbage.
I will start to say, I know I was the one championing this as the most dependable show, and I think it's starting to lose a little bit of its luster on that statement here. That's starting to get a little rusty, crusty, maybe dusty here.
Right. Good show so far. Lola Vice is the Latino Tiffany Stratton. Actually, Chris, you got a very good point as far as where we're at on the pecking order. You know, it's more likely for Lola to move into that heel Tiffany kind of spot before Ariana gets there.
But how interesting is it that we are already saying that someone's going to fill the Tiffany Stratton void when it's like, well, there was no Tiffany Stratton void to be had until Tiffany Stratton showed up. Why not make a Lola Vice void instead of trying to fill someone else? Like, I get it to an extent.
No, I get what you're saying, but I mean, that's essentially the idea of like Tiffany came in, made a name for herself. She's one of the major heels on the show. If she moves on, who kind of falls into that role? I think Lola is a great candidate to do so. Paxley apparently is trying.
Tatum? Right. How? With the spooky stalker? How is that anywhere near there?
She's gonna go more heelish, right? You need that. You're gonna get that turn moment, right, where she goes from enamored fan friend to the single white female, where she then wants to kill.
Fair enough.
A KJ and Nick as Wallace and Gromit claymation would be fun. Let's fucking go.
I'll take more Statler and Waldorf there from the fucking Muppets there up in the mausoleum.
Yeah.
We're watching AEW and we turn like a terrible collision. We turn our back. Is this better? No, because I can still hear it.
I love the new WWE now. Listen, I mean, WWE is doing a lot of good things.
Oh, big back elbow. Oh,
Spanish.
I'll give you credit. Grace has been great in this match. All of her facial pause have been like her ring psychology is great.
Not wrong. I mean, the match has been good. Again, another great, a really solid women's match on the show. So for all the laughing and joking around and naysaying, I mean, at least this is quality. But
hey, Jakara Jackson get involved. Oh, Lash Legend with the pump kick.
And she rocking boots. She'd be kicking up the dust in those polo boots.
How you doing, Miss Jackson? Oh my God. She's like crying. She's weeping because she picked up the win. Yeah, Lash Legend, how you doing?
Good show.
I like MDB's here of Nick. It's WrestleMania season. NXT is about to cook. They got a pay-per-view this weekend. Just watch. I've been the harbinger for NXT the entire time. And if I'm starting to worry You should be worried.
Right. As we're getting a out of the mud package.
And it's not just a terrible Amazon delivery there.
Right. Wow. Dave Meltzer said AEW small crowds is better than WWE crowd. Not well. Dave Meltzer can ask Jade Carhill how she feels about that statement, because she would contradict that in a heartbeat. And yeah, I'm sure that's not the first time that Dave tried to convince people that smaller is better.
Touche. Tabernacle.
Facts. It takes a long time to get to England in a rowboat.
What in the name of fucking San Andreas that was going on with this whole fucking video package here? Of they're all just kicking it in like the white, like everybody had those white like patio chair shits.
Yeah.
Nah, NXT is on a downside. Boston.
I don't know if we can go that
MDB saying I'm not worried. All that. Shaky grounds.
Downside seems a bit extreme for me, because I mean, again, I think it's clipping along, and yeah, maybe this isn't, they got some wonky shit here. Yeah, maybe a cold spot, but a downside seems a bit strong for me at this moment.
I'll say they're on a cold streak. They're on shaky footing than they are on a downslide or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, downside. I mean, there's still a lot of quality going on here.
Right. As we instantly go right to Metaphor coming out. Yeah, because this is where we're getting Wagner versus Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup, as we're in the last half hour of NXT here.
Lights out. Oh, look at this. We're out back. Dijak.
We're going to the dumpster. Now, is this where, the same dumpster that the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits fell into when we get the little like Star Wars tentacle monster that pops up and everything? You thought we forgot, didn't you, Hunter? We didn't.
Right. Release the Kraken.
Right.
Cracking that ass. Let's go. This is going to be interesting. It's going to lead to like the rebirth of one of these two.
Is that what Bailey said to call for that spot between her and Naomi? Release the Kraken.
Oh, there goes Casey. He dead.
Yeah, he's out there like Chainsaw Charlie getting thrown in the dumpster here.
Yeah, Ren wasn't very helpful as a friend. She's that friend that watches you get beat up and then was like, "Are you good?"
Yeah. I can't believe they did that to you. Bitch, help out. Fight back.
Yeah. To each their own. I haven't enjoyed NXT. And I'm with you. I think the last couple episodes have been meh. But I mean, I think, in a show that's putting out 52 episodes, I'll give it a little more of a chance before I say it's on a downside.
Like I said, I agree a bit more with Boston. I think the downslide term's a little aggressive, but yeah, that's all we are, is a variety of opinions here. You might like tonight a little bit more than I have. I think you've actually been kind of on a streak there of you're a little bit higher on WWE shows lately than I have been. So it could just be even personal opinion.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, again, is it the hottest it's been in a while? No, it feels like a little bit of a lull, and there's some weird shit happening, like Ava becoming GM. I don't love some of this Chase U shit. I don't love Metaphor. I can take or leave depending on the day of the week. But again, I like this feud with Joe Gacy and Dijak. Now what comes next for these two? Because clearly we got to put them in a cage. We got to have a false count anywhere. We got to do something for these two, because Joe Gacy, I mean, is he going to do like the choker and the hand comes rising up? Like, what happens to Gacy now?
I like this of Johnson saying Dijak and Gacy going at it like Peter Griffin and the Big Chicken.
Yeah.
As MDB is agreeing with you, that's what I'm saying. KJ, a few mid episodes isn't a downside. They're heating up. I don't say they're heating up. That's a stretch. It's Mania season. They've been building up several new feuds and wrestlers. No, I think they're getting there.
They got to heat up. They got to they got to turn up the burner a little bit. I will give you that. That's my take on it. Has it been? Yeah, it's got to. We're simmering right now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, Boston says, I guess I should have said, could be heading for a downslide. Some of these choices they're making are extremely questionable.
That's fair. And maybe I took your comment a little too literal, but it's kind of what I do.
No, I think we're all in that happy medium of, we all don't respectfully think it's the greatest that they're putting out right now.
Mm-hmm.
We hope that they're about to turn it up because it is getting towards Mania season and everything.
Yeah.
But we're worried that there might be focused too much. There might be too many things going on that hinder everything else.
The show's chaotic. I'll give you that. Like the night has flown by. Like the 2 hours is clipping. And I could very much see what Boston's saying and what other people are saying as well. Is it is kind of in the impasse of they could dig deeper and keep going on this kind of coldish trend, or some of the shit that they are simmering up kicks off and goes really well.
Right now, out of just regardless of promotion, anything like that, if you have to tune in and watch one weekly show of wrestling, which one are you tuning into? Friday, Tuesday, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday. Which one?
Wednesdays, because I get to rant for 2 hours.
No. Show-wise. I know.
Yeah. Show-wise, I still think SmackDown, 9 times out of 10, I'm really content with SmackDown. Raw can still be a bit of a dredge, though it's been a hell of a lot better since for the last little bit here. So
yeah,
NXT you said was consistent, but the last couple of weeks have been consistently meh.
Yeah, I think SmackDown's starting to very much take a stranglehold back on that claim here, and it's going to be interesting that now we're going to have Wade Barrett and Corey Graves as the commentary team, as we've got literally tell me more with Baron and Braun.
Yeah, Baron Zuko here. Speaking of the big chicken, we got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker, who will take on Mello and Trick in the finals of the Dusty Classic. The Dusty didn't feel dusty enough to me this year. Like, it felt like short and sweet. I feel like the OG Dusty tournaments had 16 teams to start, and it went longer, and the teams were more it was more compelling teams. This one feels like a little bit
of a tag team division this year, and I think it's hard for you. It's hard to Dusty when Dusty's kids out there trying to Dusty before everybody else is dusted.
Cody should have been in the Dusty Classic. I'm just kidding.
Just a one-man team. I'll take on everybody. I got to finish the story here before I can finish the story there.
Get Dustin on the phone. Let's go.
Oh.
I would love to see Bianca Belair versus Jordynne Grace. Absolutely. I mean, we saw that moment in the Rumble. Like, what a moment.
Even Bianca and Jade Cargill.
Yeah. Huge moment. These two being like friendly, happy-go-lucky baby faces is blowing my mind.
Yeah, because it's kind of like one of those, it's like watching two people you're supposed to hate actually like have fun together and not be mad at it. Like, you're not the pricks I thought you were.
Oh, we're getting a replay of Dijak.
We just saw it.
Yeah. Do you feel like maybe they're not giving enough? Like, you're not getting a breath in the show. It's just like fucked up. You're just going from thing to thing to thing to thing, and you're not really digesting a lot of it.
Yeah, I think that's part of why nothing feels like it has any time to breathe. Nothing feels any sort of a weight on a situation. Christ, we sat there and rolled through. How fast did we roll through everything with Chase U? Because nothing has a moment to breathe. We must go through it. What the fucking hell?
Little Wagners.
They respectfully, I don't want to shit on children.
Don't do it.
But no, they look like, with the outfits they're wearing, they look like they would be little Wagners. Like, right. They're out there in their fucking petticoat finest and everything with their fucking Windsor knots. Like, no.
Little Wagners.
You look like you're a prick that just throws a fucking firecracker in somebody's mailbox right now. You're fucking Dennis the Menace out there, 100%.
And they're officially the Wolf Dogs. There you go. There you go. They got some emojis for it, says Paul.
And the dogs in the house go, whoo.
So who's going to win this match? Von Wagner or Noam Dar, which I believe is technically your main event tonight. And then the face-to-face will be in the final slot after this.
Yeah, well, that's weird because we're down in 20 minutes here. And this is what? At least a 15-minute match just going on time limits here. So.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Vaughn winning. I got a feeling Von Wagner's going to win. I'm going to go with the crowd.
No, screw you and your big forehead.
I thought you were saying. Did he say no or no?
You said. I was saying no,
Fucking hell.
No, screw you, Von Wagner. Screw your kids in their fucking prep school outfit. Screw your giant forehead, everything.
Picking on all the man's things.
Absolutely.
I feel like Stone should be sitting with the kids. He's about the same size and wearing similar attire.
Someone check their DNA to make sure they aren't Stone's kids instead of Von Wagner's kids. They got the slick back shit. They don't look like a caveman. Their father looks like a goddamn caveman.
Mama
He's out here trying to get a compensatory payment from Geico.
I'm here without you, baby. Doing great. Happy to hear that, Kevin. Happy to hear that. Welcome back, sir. Kids are thrilled. So Trick Williams is pulling double duty on Sunday. Yes. And I think they're connected.
Yes, and connecting things back around. Noam's about to make this man's children cry, just like Gunther did to Chad Gable.
I don't know. I think the only I could see one of the kids yelling out, "Stop it! He's already dead!" As Von Wagner laying a beating on Noam. It would have been a better match if it was fucking Von Wagner. Wow, that wasn't even a move.
That he just threw that man. You just go that way.
It might have been a better matchup if it was Lash Legend versus Von Wagner at this point.
NXT keeps showing us their little Wagners. Yeah, sometimes you need to censor that. Who dresses that? They look like the children at the end of the hallway in The Shining.
I was going to say that earlier. I'm waiting for Red Rum.
Come job with us.
But the crowd cheers for Wagner.
F5?
And Wagner's got a future in this company, but man.
Yeah, his forehead precedes him, though.
What?
I said his forehead precedes him, though.
Literally. What's he doing?
He's going to choke him out.
It's a weird choice for the babyface.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm wondering, did this man just hit an F5? That's why I'm saying this. He's going to beat the fucking tar and leather out of Noam, but Noam's going to sneak it here.
That one's for you.
I call it Big Nick versus Von Wagner at WrestleMania 40. Bring it on.
Oh, we got the end of the round. Von still throwing out. That was a really horrible end of that round. I don't know what the fuck happened.
He's not a good match. That's what it is Von. They keep trying to get this man over, and it's not going to work. He's just a big balloon.
The problem with Wagner's never been his ring work and that. I thought he had some really good matches with Dijak and such. It's all this fucking storytelling that they keep trying to do. That I think you just make this guy a fucking mean heel because he looks like one, instead of trying to make him this like sympathetic baby.
And that's great too. You show up once in a blue moon as a week. Go ask fucking Dabakato how that's working out. Just being this big menacing heel that can just toss people around that can't do any sort of fucking character.
No way. And he got pinned. 1-0. 1-0.
I told
1-0.
I told you.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, I'll find my dink and doink, and I'll take Vaughn and the little Wagners on too.
I'm going to pause on all of that, sir.
I was answering this.
It all sounds inappropriate the way it was described.
That's
You keep
fine.
your doink and dink to yourself.
I will dink your doink.
Alexis. I guess the story is Vaughn is getting more angry as the match. Yeah, he's like the incredible bulk of in NXT.
Every time he gets mad, his forehead grows.
Von Wagner versus Table wouldn't even be a good match.
Well, how's a table going to sell?
Some streams are just funny. Picture break. Yeah, I got a full break. They lied to me in Canada.
Yeah,
Canadians going for the full commercial.
I think they're trying to tell me I'm fat because I'm getting a Peloton commercial.
I got Eugene Levy and his son doing a bank commercial.
Oh.
Welcome to Canada. Our big stars, Eugene Levy.
And our money's called Loonies and Toonies.
Loonies and Toonies, my God.
We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony.
Come on. It's bad, it's when you live in a country that nicknames its money, you're having a good time.
Yeah, well, it's better than being in fucking Highlander out here, fucking Mad Max, like it is in the US out here.
All our money is like colorful and waterproof and fucking it's crazy shit. What's up, Kev? I was saying hi to see money. Maybe we will get Kane Wagner. That's what I'm thinking, but that's what I thought they were gonna do when Braun Breaker crushed his head. But no.
He comes out like the Lord Humongous, like the Sid mask and everything like that. The big dome. The fishbowl fucking mask.
I instantly pictured the dog cone.
Just so he can't scratch at it. That's what they do with his forehead.
But no, I mean, give him like a big imposing, like almost like an Iron Man mask, like the fucking hell. I think he's gonna win because he took the first fall.
Well, I like Chris here of Vader Wagner. It's time. It's Wagner time.
That's it. They should have called him Von Vader, as he has got. Looks like he's got Noam by the little Wagner.
He's tugging on that Wagner all he wants.
I got Vaughn. There you go. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
I swear to God, though, those children look like they're more Robert Stones than Vaughn's. Where's Maury Povich when you need him? God damn it!
Right. Oh, Lash and Jackson have been running amok all show. Now,
as Fallon and Maddie show up to cause the distraction, I don't know if they're tied
for the save, and then they fight off.
Yeah, but Noam's got a heel hook, so we've still got Ora Mensa and Robert Stone at ringside here.
Oh, around. See, I don't think you're doing any justice to this giant man that he's there crying for a heel hook by this tiny Scottish fellow. Like,
have you ever been in a heel hook though?
Yeah, but it's just not a great look for like Vaughn should just stand up and step on his head. Just get off me.
I go squish now.
There you go. Stone
getting him all jacked up. I'm just waiting for him to like, no. So we're in a round 4. 1, 2. They're a big right hand. So it's still Noam 1, Vaughn nothing, as I'm at 246, 245, 44.
243. Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
There.
Lashley, you can have that. That's not something that needs to be said. Hey, KJ White and Pink Dick, I'm getting Ashton Mazzaro t-shirt for my birthday gift on February 3rd. There you go.
That's awesome. Wait, I thought you said your birthday was today.
Well, maybe she's getting it for her birthday. That's today on February 3rd. I don't know. I don't have a calendar. I don't have a Chase U calendar to let me know what everyone's birthdays are.
Dear Amazon, you're late.
Right.
Get little Angel her t-shirt now, folks.
See, that's why they did the deal with Netflix instead of Amazon, because Monday Night Raw would have been showing up on Wednesday instead of Monday. Oh, little baseball slide drop kick of Vaughn's knee into the steps there by Noam.
And don't get me wrong, Noam's a good little wrestler, but it's just
take it against your fellow Scotsman.
Facts. Wow, that man just got pooted out of the air.
Yeah, but he kicked his knee out of him. Like, he didn't even kick him, he kicked his knee.
Wow, big knee. Oh,
goes right into the ring post there. Roll through and flips through. 2, 3, let's go. 2-0, 2-0. And it's you're over. A winner, so it ended it. Let's go.
What the fudge are we doing with this guy?
Nothing. That's the whole thing. Nothing.
Not a thing. Good on Noam. Not my favorite match of the week.
No, should not have been your main event. Should not have been there. Yeah, no. I think the only thing that's left for Von Wagner here is to just go play fucking the Beast from Beauty and the Beast on a Broadway production here or something. As they're running, they're rubbing it in the kid's face there.
Headbutt on Dar. Yeah, you should have left when you had the chance. But see, this can't be your gimmick. That I lose every match, but I put people through the table after I lose.
Yeah. So I'm not good enough to beat you. I'll just beat your ass after the match. What? Trey, not the candy. Not Vic's candy.
Big boot to Noam.
Oh, and he doesn't even powerbomb. I kind of almost like that, and it makes sense. If you save Noam, Noam doesn't take the table spot. Mensa does.
Yeah, that's why you got a Patsy.
Yep.
And the crowd doesn't care that match just wasn't great or that Vaughn like loses again. They're just like, somebody went through a table. We're happy.
Right. As the kids are chanting around along with their NXT. Tell me though, again, I swear, tell me those aren't Robert Stone's kids.
See, I can't be chastised by Ava Rain. If you're Dijak and you're getting chastised by Ava, it's a lot.
It's like getting yelled at by the manager of a Hot Topic. I can't take you fucking seriously right now, yelling at me in this face with a fucking nose piercing in.
Gacy's gonna pop up, my guy.
Oh yeah, they're by the way, they're yelling it in front of the dumpster he just threw a dumb man into.
This Sunday being added to Vengeance Day.
Make it a goddamn dumpster match.
No DQ. No DQ. On Sunday, Dijak, Gacy. Sounds like fun.
An AW match.
Here comes the Iron Survivor. I heard House of Black headed back to WWE. Yeah, I know a lot of people talked about this. I think this was one of Meltzer's little nuggets recently, but I think they
want one of Vince's nuggets, but there we'll go with that.
Fact. But as far as I know, they're under contract to like 2027. So I don't know. And I don't even know if that's true. So unless they start beating up people in the back, I have no idea what's going to happen. Unless they demand that he just refuse to work. Did you hear the big thing that Meltzer came out with? And it was Meltzer, but how the House of Black are refusing. They like Malachi doesn't do jobs, and that's why they won't put him in singles matches. That, you know, I don't know, man. I think they refuse to do bullshit jobs, and that's the problem. You're gonna lose to Dante Martin. Fuck am I? Like, bye.
I feel like there's, on one hand, there's a bit of validity because there's some stuff like, I think Miro is 100% a guy like that. I think that was the case even with him when it came to WWE. When it comes to the House of Black, Malachi, Buddy Murphy, all of that, the fact that Dave even came out and been vocal against that of like, no, you're just kind of fucking stupid. And where Murphy's even pointing out of his records, 0-1 here, 0-1 there, 0-2 in like trios matches.
Yeah.
I think it becomes this narrative of, well, they're already going to leave the company. They're already not happy here. We're not going to push them that more.
Release them.
Because they're going to leave. So we're going to bury them as much as we can on the way out. And we won't bury them on TV. We'll bury them in the dirt sheets because that's what we can use.
Yeah, but it won't matter. They could like, I mean, I get the attempt, but just release them. But see, Tony doesn't want to release them, and more to the point of like, well, they'll bury them first. It doesn't matter. Malachi Black could show up on Dynamite and do a job every week from now until fucking Christmas. And the first show he reappears on WWE, people are going to lose their fucking mind. Doesn't matter what you do to him. He is infallible as far as I'm concerned. But I think it's the case of some of these WWE talent that Meltzer keeps talking about. I think it's, okay, you're not making any sense. Make sense, and we will do a job. We don't mind losing to FTR. They've proven that they'll lose to FTR. I think maybe not. But I think it's the rhyme and reason for it. We're not losing just for the sake of losing. Malachi Black isn't a guy that should be losing all the time, like we see with Jeff Hardy and all these other guys that just continually go under everybody. Why
the fuck are we worried about how much they're losing versus why they're not getting booked? Malachi Black was supposed to be a guy who could have been a world champion, and instead he's booked into nothingness, booked into oblivion that we're having to pay attention of how many losses they take.
They push Julia Hart bigger than any member of the House of Black. Figure that the fuck out.
Because I think I don't want to use that to knock Julia Hart because I think that's
I'm not knocking her.
Yeah, I think it's more of Tony knows that these aren't guys that are going to want to play ball the way that everybody, like certain people, the majority of guys that get over in AEW want to play ball.
Yeah, and I mean, I think
Matt Jackson, it's not a Nick Jackson. It's they're going to want to actually be taken seriously in what they do. They give a fuck about how they're presented, how they come across, what their story is, what their creative is, everything.
Yeah, I mean, Brody King doing jobs for Daniel Garcia. Are you fucking kidding me? What are we thinking here? So if I was Tony Khan, release him, but Tony Khan won't release him because he knows the jackpot, like the cha-ching. We've seen it. Like, I mean, Andrade left.
You get Buddy Murphy and tied up with Rhea Ripley in the Judgment Day. That takes over the Judgment Day.
Could you imagine Murphy shows up and is like, sorry, whose mommy is this? Let's go.
You get Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy, and they show up and they either take over, or they go at the Judgment Day, and then you get a pairing of Malachi Black, Buddy Murphy, Rhea Ripley. Shut the fuck up.
But even again, and just the competition they could be in, the matches they could have, and that's why Tony Khan, if you're not going to use them, just let them go. But this is another example. I think it's just Meltzer. Either again, it's the Jerichos, the Young Bucks, the people that are in Meltzer's pocket. And he's just shut the fuck up, Meltzer. Like he continually hurts AEW and he thinks he's doing great things, but it doesn't help the company with all this internal shit leaking out through his fucking, wiener fucking garage.
His little Von Wagner's.
His little Von Wagner garage.
But yeah, no, there is very much sorry, we've got Trick coming out here, but yeah, there's very much a mainstream source, I'll put it that way, I guess, or at least most of the top wrestling journalists, wrestling dirt sheet reporters, Meltzer, Alvarez, SRS, etc., they all have very much a key investment of making sure they put AEW in a positive light. I mean, Christ, some of them have the guys who did the AEW Fight Forever soundtrack on their payroll. So tell me that's a partial source there.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Rather than Tony come out there and say anything, they'll use the dirt sheets to say it that Tony can't say.
Yeah, it's cowardice. Gacy's having the time of his life. He's like fucking Patrick Swayze. He's just dirty dancing a fucking fit all night long. He's having a great time.
Mick Foley. He's there, Mick Foley.
Yeah. Which is good because Gacy sucked. So this is good.
Well, Schism, the dyad. Yeah, that sucks.
Elia looking for a handshake. As we are in our last slot of the night, folks.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
Trick's
going right in
hand
at
away.
the 10 o'clock hour here. So if you got your DVR set, make sure you got a couple minutes extra.
Right.
Trick
Interesting.
trying to school Ilya on why he calls himself a czar.
Yeah. Tony doesn't release talent. No, that's kind of true, other than the one that he had to fire because he was afraid for his life.
Yeah, but I mean, you can punch somebody backstage. You can smoke a blunt with Tony and everything. And you're still good.
It's the funniest. Imagine 1 week you're smoking a joint with your boss, and 2 weeks later you're like, Tony, are you there? Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
right.
Hello? Do I still work here? Hello? Hope all is well.
Dear Tony, I wrote you, but you still ain't called.
Meltzer confirms the Giant making a comeback in WWE. There you go.
This literally looks like
Oh.
why?
Oh, I guess I'm assuming Trick is implying that because he's he didn't have the match previously. You're not really a czar. A czar would have shown up and had that match. But Ilya's so fucking intense, my guy.
Oh, I was about to say this seems like the equalizer for just the WWE spinoff here. Of we've just got angry Russian guy yelling at badass African American guy in the ring here.
I don't get why Roxanne said she never lost her title because she did lose her title. I know she had her title taken away and she never, and then she tried to get it back and she failed to get
She
it back.
was stripped because of the pass out spot.
Yeah. And then when she tried to go for it, she failed. So she technically didn't lose her title, but she did fail to retrieve it.
Right. Young Bucks of the new disciplinary committee.
Fucking hell.
They need to be, they look like they fit more with Vince in the sex pest committee there.
They look like, yeah, they look more of Vince's offspring than his actual offspring.
Yeah. Boston saying rainbow and nickel doesn't work. I kind of like, well, I like you see the inlay of the, kind of rainbow design on the NXT championship. I think it's a unique championship with that of, it's kind of got that chameleon, you change, the lighting one way and it's got more color here or there.
I like that they toned it down. And yeah, like you said, it's got that more holographic vibe now.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of the nature of the company, but it would be nice if they slowly just like removed one color at a time.
Keep in mind, this was the championship at one point when it was, the 2.0, the giant, splash everywhere.
Yeah.
Trick saying, we're going to win that Dusty Classic. I'm going to whoop your ass.
What's wrong with a koi fish, my guy?
I would love to have a koi pond.
What?
You were talking about koi fish. I was talking about wanting a koi pond.
Oh, that's what he said. His belt looks like a koi fish.
I like koi fish.
Yeah. Trick talking about czars. Yeah. Maybe Orton versus Solo. Randy Orton's an interesting situation right now. How all this title stuff plays out might be a factor, but maybe Randy Orton. I don't know. What do you think? Randy Orton, LA Knight, Randy Orton,
AJ Styles.
AJ, yeah, AJ
Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Or who is to say we don't see somebody show up that's not on the roster yet still that could show up and be a challenge for a Randy.
Mm-hmm. Or does he go after someone like a Logan Paul
for the US? Ooh, that's interesting. Well, did you see that there was reports that KO finished the match between him and Logan at the Rumble with a fractured foot as well as his broken hand?
Yeah, KO. I hurt my foot.
Yeah, so he might be potentially on the sideline for a minute here.
Right. Of course you like it, Nick. We never agree on belts.
Exactly. Because I have good taste and you have bad taste.
See, money, that's funny as shit, but I'm not clicking on it. I almost did, but that's
He's out there talking that real shit is what he
Trick
is.
Willie.
That's what he is.
I think it's great that his jacket says Trick Willie. And this is the Czar hug. He's giving him the hug of death. Trick doesn't know what to do.
He's like, don't you do that.
You're in my personal space. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow.
As they're jumping Trick, well, that's the thing is he's going to have to deal with now. Now you're going to have to deal with double duty.
Yeah.
Going back to talking about shits and duties.
LA Knight versus Logan Paul. Kyle, that's been kind of my original guess. Was LA Knight would make sense? I don't know, man. They got a lot of talent to figure out.
Right. Oh.
Trick Willie and Mello getting rid of Corbin. It's funny because Braun and Corbin have felt very baby-facious.
A little bit. Well, Corbin's out here looking like every dad that you woke up because you brought his daughter home late and he's showing up with his latest Hanes collection white t-shirt on and his fucking slippers and shit like that.
It's, man, speaking from experience.
No,
no, so yeah, you're right. Like
you just duck and leave and they can't hit you.
Right. So Ilya's mad. He's Trick's got to keep his eye in both directions. Plus, look at Mello. Mello got that evil snarl. All right, I guess that's going to be the end of this one.
We got the Tsar versus Trick Wick. That's what this feels like. It's who you did it to. Trick Wick.
Trick Wick. And ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT for the night. We are packing this one in. Let us know what you give this show out of 10. Not a bad show, not a great show, a bit of an all over the place show. It felt stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey, my guy.
It felt like it was meant to be a weekly show, and they realized, oh shit, we also have a pay-per-view that we also need to throw too as well.
Yeah, I feel like we could have backed off some of the non-pay-per-view relevant shit tonight and really just had more of the pay-per-view relevant.
Make it the go-home show for a show that we already forgot was coming up instead of combine two shows together there.
Yeah, it felt really fucking crammed. Like, did it not feel like a ton of shit happened in 2 hours?
I can't name a single thing that happened in the first hour, I feel now. My brain just took everything that was there and just pushed that shit out of there.
And I thought the first hour was better than the second hour, mostly because the Von Wagner shit was a little weird for me. The Chase U stuff is a little too much. Dijak and Gacy, I'm in for. I mean, I kind of like what's happening there, but I mean, dude, it just felt like a jam show. Wasn't boring, but was spent a lot of time like.
But you didn't have. You can say it wasn't boring because you didn't have any moments to even comprehend anything you were seeing. It was literally you had to take it in the moment because by the time you fully register what had happened, something else is happening. So you can't enjoy it, hate it, love it, embrace it, soak it in, feel like it's boring anything because by the time you literally saw it, something else is happening.
Yeah, and it felt like they just segment on top of segment on top of segment. Like that main event match just felt like thrown in there. Like, fuck it, don't do the match. Just keep doing all the segments. Like, I don't understand what happened there. But I mean, again, I didn't hate the show, but it didn't breathe at all tonight.
No. That show was hyperventilating versus breathing. I'll say that.
Ooh, right? Fuck. Nick, you can say you have good taste in belts when you like the mustard championship.
I don't know which one's the mustard championship.
Romans.
No, that's the Nathan's hot dog championship. I don't fucking like that shit. Although I do like the Nick.
I definitely like Seth's belt more than I like the NXT belt.
No. I would go Universal, NXT, Raw.
You're nuts, but I'm not.
I know, but that doesn't have any bearing here.
I definitely do not have the energy to get into a belt debate. Why is Triple H getting so much hate? KJ and Nick.
Go and watch our 12 some odd 13-minute video about
Yeah.
all that. And we talked about that.
Yeah, Damien, you're only going to start getting us cooking, and it's too late in the show to cook now. But come back tomorrow. We'll probably touch on it a little bit as well. But yeah, there's a video on our page under latest. Go watch that video. It's getting some traction where it's just a clip from last night's stream where Nick and I kind of took turns punching the IWC in the face.
Nah, well, just the exposing of what happens sometimes, what should happen when you become a keyboard warrior and you actually have to deal with shit in real life.
Facts. But yeah, I feel like it's unjustified heat for Triple H. He's not the problem. His father-in-law is. When does Terrence Howard? I wish, man. Honestly, they should do it.
And
Get DJ
what's
up
his
in
name?
the house.
Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, and DJ.
Yeah. The little dude from
Road Trip. Yeah, DJ. Fuck.
I know you're. Well, he was also. There was another movie that he was in. It's kind of like the Southampton Institute of Technology and all of that. But anyways,
DJ Quail.
We know who we're talking about.
DJ
Scrawny
Quail.
white dude.
Yeah. There you go. Skip that. 8, 9, 6.5, 8, 9, 8, 2.5, 8. Great go home show. See, money liked it. So maybe we're just, struggling.
I guess here with us.
0 out of 10. Trinity's name is Naomi.
Fuck you, Boston, and fuck you again.
Does the winners get a tag team championship opportunity? I don't know. The winner of that makes sense.
Oh, the Dusty number one contender.
Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be weird if they didn't.
We had the trophy and number one. It's like the breakout tournament a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, you know what? You're right, Richard. But we kind of went on a rant about it, and at this moment, I don't have the jam. 7 points.
What about what?
Oh, it was just about the 67-page document and.
I ain't got time for that right now.
Yeah, it's too deep and dark. We had a fun show tonight, so we're gonna keep it light and fluffy on the way out. We're gonna focus on the positives. 6 out of 10. They should do a women's Dusty Cup. That's not a bad idea. They did it once before.
You could just do a women's tag team tournament.
Yeah.
I think you did a women's Dusty when you had 2 women's tag team divisions. Now you don't got that.
Back. Yep. 8.3. What's up?
Braden's Wrestling Opinions, I think you knew a shout out saying 8.3. I'll give this show a 6 tonight. Yes, they do get a tag title match for the DRC. Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I was like.
So, what's your rating for the show tonight, sir?
This is a tough one because I wasn't bored, but I didn't love a lot. It was almost like a train wreck of like, I'm gonna keep watching because I'm just curious what's coming next.
It's like getting a meal from McDonald's. If it's never great, but it's all right. That's kind of it. It's like there's nothing ever to write home about. I feel with this, but it's okay.
Yeah. You're like, yeah,
you still want some fries and some McNuggets, but shit, it's nothing exciting.
I'll give it a 6.5 tonight. There was enough in there that I didn't really get behind. I could probably push it to a 7 if I'm being generous. I think overall, I think the show wasn't garbage. It wasn't bad, but there was a lot of stuff in it we probably could have done without that didn't really lead to the go home, right? So yeah, shit. Now I want fries. No kidding.
Yeah. Trust me.
Chase U segment was
about to get out of work. Pick me up some McDonald's.
Chase U segment was all over the place, I think.
Yeah, see, I was right there with you, like a 6.5. I'm still kind of there. I think just so we don't always agree or anything, and maybe I'll be the positive here instead of you. I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
There was some. I think it's also in part of how much I think we had fun doing this and talking it with everybody. If it kind of added that little, I guess, extra half a point there. I love joking about the little Wagners of the Lola Vice Elektra Lopez match was the hype for it was good. I wish the match was longer or better, or that should have been your fucking main event than what we got.
Yeah.
So there was very much some inherent flaws in there, but I think just on enjoying it, doing what we do, adding in everything, I'll give it that extra 7.
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, it was like I said, it's one of those awkward shows of like, even if like I watched it and most of it was like, all right. It just, again, there was just a lot of stuff. I'm like, yeah, we could have probably not had that happen. The Chase U stuff. Some people are gonna love it. I thought it was just too much, too rich for my blood.
Well, we've got the Meme Bros saying he thinks Chase U, he returns.
Yes. We're not done with Chase.
From the grave.
Well, JC just saved it with a calendar. So, but I think it's going to be JCU come next week or the week after.
When have you ever had a fundraiser ever been successful with calendars?
It happened in Shoresy. Shout out Letterkenny.
You couldn't even have Girl Scout cookies. I would have rather had Chase U Girl Scout cookies. And that's what they were out there selling. But could they do that with the allegations?
You know,
be out there selling cookies.
Probably not. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, again, nothing was terrible. It was a lot. It was a mess.
I think you nailed it on the head, though, of everything. Just it was like a fucking Tech 9 rap verse of everything's just, you know, get away with an own and a stop every day. Oh, and you would have ever fought me. Oh, and you would have ever stopped me. And you had no point to fucking breathe and comprehend what was going on and embrace it, accept it, let it soak in because you were moving on to the next thing.
Yeah, no, a perfect example. I mean, like, we were even us trying to like cover it. It was just like little, and it was just a lot of little segments. So it was just like, yeah, it was like rapid fire tonight. It was worldwide choppers.
A clip show more than anything.
Yeah. Who do you think, Damian Priest? Who you think will win, Damian Priest or Undertaker?
Well, one's an active wrestler, one's a retired wrestler. So I'm putting my money on the active wrestler.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If we're just doing like legendary, yeah, let's go with the other one. It's not Taco Day. It's my birthday tomorrow, January 31st. Well, Meme Bros, happy early birthday. And if you want to come back tomorrow, we'll say happy birthday again.
Right. And I think we've just, the chat's lost.
Yeah, we're good. Now the chat is getting all wonky and shit.
Now it's just, gotta get away, and I don't want to stop it every day.
But with all that being said, folks, like I said, we are back tomorrow for AEW Dynamite. We got Impact on Thursday, doubleheader Friday, and Collision on Saturday. Maybe some other stuff. There's so many GCW and independent shows coming your way. We got a booked calendar right till WrestleMania. Of course, Vengeance Day on Sunday. We will be live for that as well. And we got a Super Bowl party coming your way. So much more. Click the like, click the subscribe. Be a part of the family. I see a bunch of new names that I don't recognize in this chat. If you're here and you haven't clicked like and subscribe yet, what are you waiting for? Make sure you do it. And Nick mentioned Tech 9, which is perfect because we are light years ahead of our peers. So thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for joining us. And that's all I got tonight, man. This was a sprint.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talking about that wrestling, you put that for life with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. Come back tomorrow. It's Dynamite. Good night.